Alrighty, good morning. How is everybody doing? Good to see you all back again. Whew, it's been longer than it was meant to be, and I apologize for that. But I hope everyone's doing well. It's nice to see you all here, and that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for today. We are being a little bit more calm, a little bit more chill today, because we have a kitten in the room today, who you can just see in the corner of the cat cam. This is Stella, our newest addition to the family, which is why I wasn't able to make the stream last week. It was the only opportunity we had over the weekend to actually go out to a shelter and look for a kitten to adopt, and she's the one who came home with us. Although I can't give like full credit, it was my wife who went out. I was actually feeling a bit unwell at the time, so you know, that happens. But yeah, Stella has joined the family. She is 4 months old, little black kitten, and she is absolutely nuts. We love her. Oh, there we go. She's decided she wants to curl up just outside of the range of the camera. Let's see if I can turn that a little bit. Wait. There she is. Hang on. Yeah. She's a little camera shy, apparently. Yeah, 4 months old, so still got that kitten energy, but she is also an incredibly cuddly cat, and we wanted to get a cat that was a slightly different personality to Panda to see how the two of them actually got along and see how their personalities would gel. We're still working on introducing them together, so for the purposes of this stream, my room here is going to be closed off. We're not going to see Panda in the room today because, yeah, the two of them aren't quite getting along just yet, but they're at the stage where they have fallen asleep next to each other, so probably not too far off, hopefully. Like, it's going smoother than I thought it would. Anyway, first of all, hello to everyone that's been hanging out. I saw what a username, Squifflifting, in the chat nice and early. Richard MV, thank you for dropping the reminder about food, drink, and snacks in. Absolutely, you've probably got about 5-10 minutes up your sleeve to grab some snacks before beginning some gameplay if you want to. Lord Shinku, Lloyd.exe, Tessiting, Wolfentank, and Stale Bread. Congratulations on the free memberships. Hope you make the most of those. Stale Bread especially. Stale Bread, for those that don't remember, was the one who commented requesting Celeste for a year straight. And because people might not be aware, there is actually a second person at the moment who is doing something similar. I believe it's she, is currently requesting in Stars and Time, I think it's called, something like that. And they're about halfway towards the 1 year mark, so full credit to them. If they manage to do it 365 days, I will honor that and we'll play the game. But they've still got a ways to go, so we'll see what happens. Who else did I see there? That done. Raven, was that on purpose? Yes, that was on purpose. Maxim Cheese said pancake. Didn't even see someone's username had pancake. Yes, we often have pancake sparkles in the chat. Cut off a Jaeger 3. Welcome back, my friend. How are you? Stay strong. That done, Raven, you almost added a game my friend made to the wheel. You didn't though, but you could, and that's the fun part. You absolutely could if you wanted to. Cut off Jaeger 3. Your cat's name is Stella too. Oh, that is adorable. We were looking for something that was going to be like kind of space themed along those lines, and it was like, oh, Interstellar was like a big movie. Oh, Stella. Yeah, no, we can do that. That done, Raven. Why do emojis on YouTube exist? Because it's a platform that's social media now. It's not just a video sharing site. It is a form of social media, and therefore it needs to have emojis. There's your answer, nice and simple. Good, that done, Raven. Absolutely. Add it next time so we can have it on the wheel, because what better way to showcase fun little things and, you know, other little local projects. Yeah, if you pester me to pay SWAT for 2 years. No, only 1 year. 365 days worth of comments. That's enough to make it happen. The only other... Oh, Barium, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by to check out the live stream. Hope you're doing well. The only other things I want to mention before we get into some actual gameplay, first of all, hang on, yep, it's that way. This one right here, this one right here, you see that? You see that little code? See that little code that says Graeldon 20 for 20% off the annual subscription? That's a thing. Go to Slow Games Club, get yourself 20% off and get a whole bunch of games, because why not? It goes to a good cause, supports kids getting into the games industry and learning all about game development. So, yeah, go support a good cause. Get 6 games now and 6 games later this year, because it's part of just an annual thing that they're doing, like a book club. I have to share this because it's kind of special. Into Games were a company that I'd heard about thanks to the community before I partnered with them. And when they first reached out, they had given me one code for a free annual subscription, which we did as a giveaway over on the Discord. And they gave me the second code, which is Graeldon 20 for 20% off. And originally it was only valid until the end of June. It was only going to be valid for about 3 weeks for people to use. But just like the week before the video that went live, which was the latest RPG Maker one, they actually reached out and said, oh, by the way, that code now works forever. Which is pretty freaking awesome. They just went, you know what? Why are we putting a time limit on it? That code is now just going to work and like for the rest of time. So that's now just a permanent thing that members of the community get access to, which I think is pretty neat. So that'll be applicable hopefully for next year's bundle as well. The other things I want to mention is that we do have a follow-up video for 100 level dungeon on its way. It's currently in the editing dungeon to be able to provide an update as to how the challenge went, some of the fun stuff that came out of the community as a result of it, and touch on what actually happens in the game later. Does it stay as bad as it was in the beginning, or does it develop in some kind of meaningful way? Spoiler, it doesn't. But there's still some interesting things in there to talk about, because there was a lot of theorizing about what was happening. And on top of that, we started work on the following video to that as well, which is going to be another multi-game video, probably about 4 or 5 games in one, which should be pretty good. I've already played through 2 of them that are going to be featured and got the script written for about 1.5, so it is coming along nicely. Just might be a slightly longer wait for that one, but hopefully that's something exciting to look forward to. Now, to recap from last stream, the game that we finished off with was Creepy Castle, which I don't even quite know how to explain it. It is essentially like a real old school Metroidvania style game. It's really interesting. A lot of very well written and witty dialogue in it, with some Undertale inspired gameplay is probably the best way that I can articulate what is happening in it. So I think probably the best thing we can do is just get into it, because we have to put 30 minutes on the clock and see how much further we can get, because you guys actually voted for more of it at the end of the last live stream. All right. That Raven, your PC is broken, GPU brick. No, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is one of the most expensive parts to replace. So hopefully you're able to get that sorted. I'll pop that back there. I'm gonna have to adjust this camera throughout. Mediate Stella reminds you of a cat named Moonlight. She was always very active. You see, like a cat called Moonlight, it sounds like they should be super chill and relaxed, but not always the case. I don't know how much like Stella is going to be on camera today, but hang on, let me see if I can turn this a little bit. She's currently perched right here. There you go. You can see my hand in the background there. She's up on the desk. She says hi. Yeah, please don't eat my camera. Stop eating it. Stop. Stop. That's not a toy. It's expensive. Leave it. No. Hey. She's pushed the camera off center. I can't put it back now. Okay. No. Alright, you. You're being a menace. She's so cute still. So cute. Look at her. She's so innocent. At least she's trying to be innocent. Alright, that done, Raven. You add it next time. Solo Polish dev who's been making games for about 20 years. Whoa, that's a lot of experience. Oh, okay, no, we're coming back up here again. Sure. I don't know if you can, if the mic is picking up the purring. Maybe not, might be a bit too soft. Ow, it's my fingers. Sorry, this is just going to be the stream now. It's just kitten stream. Are you guys cool with that? Can we do kitten stream? That might be a thing that has to happen, huh? Because you want attention. Yes. Alright, alright. Hey. As you can tell, she is a lot more cuddly than Panda is. Panda subscribes to the motto of, please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me ever. Oh, this is like 5 minutes where you're allowed to touch me and then never again. Hi. Yeah? You cool with this? Maybe. Alright. God. This is going to be very distracting today, but we're going to do our best to persevere. Alright, on that note, I think we should dive into the first game for today. So, we're going to be picking up where we left off in Creepy Castle, and seeing if I can remember how to actually play the damn thing, because it's been 2 weeks. Oh, what timing. Right as the music ends as well. I'd like to pretend that I did that on purpose, but that is very much not the case. Alright. Good lord. Ah, yes. That's right! The music in this game slaps, and slaps hard. Like, if anything, this little intro should be enough to get you excited for the game. Because, damn, it's good. Yeah, Mediate, absolutely. Delicious camera. Mmm, tasty. She probably could see a little bit of a reflection in it, why she was going for it. That done, Raven. You and your friend have a survival horror game to work on when your PC's fixed. It's top-down set on a cruise ship. There's a lot you just can't talk about, and there's a ton of documents made. It sounds like there's a lot of depth to it. Like the premise, horror on a cruise ship or anything out at sea is always going to work well because you're in an isolated environment with limited means of escape. It's a good way to create tension by trapping the player with some kind of evil. Live Chicken 108, hello! Thank you for catching the stream. The void indeed consumes all. Thank you for being here, and I'm assuming I'm shouting out the right person. Please correct me if I'm not, but thank you very much for your support of the channel. I sincerely appreciate it, and thank you for stopping by to check out the live stream. Alright, Daniel MC, hello humans, hello indeed. There are some humans here, but there are also some hyper-energetic kittens as well. Alright, let's get into it, because this time it's actually displaying correctly as well, so I can't complain too much. We are going to go back into the game. We are playing as a moth, for reasons. Also, let me know how the volume levels are in case we need to adjust it. That's right, we made it into the second area, so quick recap, this is what the game looks like, although looks like on stream you might not be able to see all the same scan lines that I'm seeing. It might look a little bit smoother. In general, we're just a cool little guy. And I was about to recap the plot right as that Dart and Raven put the plot into the chat, and then I realized that the plot they put into the chat is for their game, not the game that we're playing. That does make a slight difference. So for Raven, the basic plot is you're an agent of a subdivision of the US government sent to destroy a virus a German agent on an envoy to Russia had in a briefcase which leaked into the ship's water supply. Ugh. Yeah, so I'm assuming a bunch of people probably unwittingly got exposed to it, and now there's going to be some ramifications of that. Sounds nasty. Good idea, though. I like it. Alright, so we are exploring this castle. It is filled with traps. I don't remember exactly why we're exploring it. There's something that we're trying to find. This is the second area that we're in. There are traps scattered throughout, there are treasure chests to find, there are enemies to kill and defeat, and the enemies that we find will generally be fighting through some form of quick time event. So far there's been a lot of variety in it, and the concern that we had towards the end of last stream was whether or not they'd be able to keep up that level of variety. Now from memory, yes, there we go. I've also got a little inventory down the bottom, so we've got a bomb to kill some things. I don't know why we've got this piece of cloth that probably is going to be used for something. We've got a few bits of food. We have a special attack, apparently, and we have a key. There should be a map somewhere. Yes, there we go. So you can see that vertical part is where we dropped down from the previous area. We already explored this area a little bit, but don't know what else to find from here. So let's put 30 minutes on the clock and see how much further we can get, and then we'll see if we want to play more or move on to the next game. Alright, so just don't be in the middle at the wrong time for those ones. Any secrets here? No. Alright, we did manage to get up to that area last time. We've explored that, because that's where we found this guy. And the dialogue in this game is just so well written. Now, I think last time we went down. Hi there. Oh, really? You'd get a crit on me? That's just not fair. Alright, cool. No quick time for that one. That looks like water, and I'm assuming that falling into it is going to kill us. Nope, can't even move into it, so that's just a no-go. Alright, sure. Let's keep exploring though, because we literally cannot go that way. We've been both left and right last time. We did go through there, we would have gotten some loot. There must be somewhere that we didn't go last time that we still need to explore. And in fact, I am going to double check up here and to the right. I'll admit, it took me a little bit to remember that was actually water in this game. I went too soon there. I thought it was like moving saw blades or something for a minute. Yeah, we definitely went this way last time. Yeah, nothing there either. Okay. Go. Okay, good. It is just timing for these traps. Each of them is slightly different. I still have to admire the amount of variety they've been able to work into it. Okay, maybe there's something down here? Can we drop off this? We can. Okay. Now, we haven't been here before. This is new. Hi there. Night Girl. Hello there, I'm Night Girl. That's nice. This part of the castle, the Marble Atrium, has 3 experience crosses. Find them all to get to level 4. Okay, we're only level 3 so far. There are 2 guardian bosses around these parts. Each guards an experience cross and a key. Well, we've killed one of them last time. If you take the 2 keys down to the lowest part of the Marble Atrium, you can unlock the labs. The 3rd stray experience cross in this area is up near the entrance. You might have already nabbed it. I think we did. You know, that thing up near the entrance into the east, the Dead Lake? Dark King's throne room is on the other side of it. Okay, cool. That's all she's got to say. So what's up here? Ooh. Lore. Monsoon's logs, old faces. Darking seems to value my work quite highly. Bizarre, considering how far back some other people here go with him. I suppose he prefers company that does not constantly compare him to his past self. There are those that do not approve of Darking's plan. They might not outright say it, but I can sense it in the way they act. Their concerned facade is all too familiar to me. I've seen it from the other side, upheld it. For now, though, they are playing along. They may not believe in his vision, but they will still believe him. The time has come to prove their worth has come. A very particular intruder is loose in the compound, and things are sure to spiral into chaos. Speaking of going far back, ... Ooh, okay, so there's going to be more to that. That looks like some kind of tasty pie. What is it? It just says, can't wait to eat a mouthful. I'm going to guess that's some kind of pie. I'm going to eat this because my health is kind of low. We're good. Mamamoo is hip. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Missed you last week. Yeah, I love the vibes of this at Dark Raven. Like, it's nailed the aesthetic that it's going for. It's very old school and retro, but it's still got modern game design layered onto it. It's not really being brutally difficult or anything like that. I feel like this isn't the way we need to go. Check it out, because I think it's just going to take us to a ladder up, and yeah, we've definitely been there last time. So let's get back to the right. We found one area that we're missing from last time. Yeah, Raven Ant is all navigation struggles. Also, yay, we've got 2 ravens in the chat again. I feel like modern day Edgar Allan Poe, just accumulating ravens. Alright, so what's this? Okay, it's a save area, that's what it is. Sure, we'll save progress. Alright. Do these games have to be on Steam? Yes! Yes, they do. I think there's no harm with it being on Steam. They're probably on other platforms as well. Well, what's wrong with having them on Steam? They've got an audience. Oop. Okay. Did we go this way last time? We didn't. This is new. Okay. Yeah, mid-generation Game Boy Color game that done, Raven. You're right. This is probably a little bit older than that. Okay, yeah, we have not been here. So we have actually time getting out of this correctly. And go! Cool. Alright, little knighting, you're gonna die. Seriously, stop getting crits on me. That's just not fair. Stairs Operator Manual. Really? There is a book here that's going to tell us how to navigate stairs. This is the kind of humor that I like in these games. It's incredible. Yeah, there's so many games that are just barely over 200 reviews. If it's around like the 200 to 210 range, absolutely feel free to include it. I will let that slide. If it's around 250, too far. But there's a lot of games that got less than 200 reviews that deserve to have more, and I think this is one of them. Alright. To descend, carefully place a foot on the step in front of you. Once a stable foothold is established, place the foot not used in the previous action on the step in front of the step your first foot is currently occupying. Repeat the previous step until the lower floor is reached safely. Now return to normal walking procedure. To ascend, see chapter 35. Have a nice day! Okay, so we've learned how to go downstairs, but we can't go up them. Also, that's automatic. Once you start on the stairs, you keep going. Okay, let's duck through here. Hi, Snake! Oh, okay, now we've got a quick time event. Oh, we've been eaten. I need to... Oh, it's these buttons. Wrong buttons. Shoot. Okay, we're good. For some reason I thought it was mashing the attack button. It was not mashing the attack button. Okay, cool. I'll take that. I remember last time we got caught by a mimic, and that was terrifying. Burger. All of the most important food groups. You know what? I'm inclined to agree with that. Burgers are great. Mamu, you got to join the channel. So many games you'd like to suggest. Do it. I have made the entry-level membership extremely cheap on purpose, so that as many people as possible can join in and suggest games if you want. That David, what do you mean I can include a game with less than 250 reviews? I would, if you have one that is like in the 200 to 250 review range, please DM me and we can talk about whether or not it's suitable to be included. Like, I would say there's going to be a good argument to be made to include one that's in that review range. Like, for example, maybe some of the reviews were paid, or a lot of the reviews took place before a major update that's changed the game, making it worth having another look at. Ideally, we want to keep to 200 or less, because there's a specific audience of games that we're looking for. Are you waiting for your salary? Spent too much this month. Absolutely fair. I'm never going to ask anyone to contribute more to the channel than they can legitimately afford. And in most cases, you know what? Absolutely fine for you not to worry about donating or becoming a member at all. That's why one of the things that I decided early on is, although I would have memberships to help financially support the channel, I never want to lock any content behind membership, because I believe that everyone should be able to partake equally without having to feel like they're missing out because they can't pay for it or something like that. YouTube's a free platform, for the most part. Hi there, what's going on? Oh, another key, thank you. This isn't the key I'm looking for either, but it's a red key. You can use it to open doors to hidden optional areas. Oh, and gone. Okay. So red for optional areas, that's new. We didn't have that in the first area. Oh, okay, no going back. Hi? You're big. Stick bug.
Sorry, Moth. In these tough economic times, I had to take any job I could find, and I ended up taking this gig as a boss.
Oh, cool. All right, we're gonna fight now. You're doing the Ow. Okay. This feels like a fun fight. It's not big, scary music. Nailed it. Okay. See, it gives you a little bit of time in between rounds to use items to heal up if you need to as well, which I think is very considerate. Come on. Yes, got him that time. Perfect. Okay. We'll trade blows for a second. I am getting low on health, though. Got him. Barrel roll again. Yep. Nailed it. Stella's like, why are you pushing buttons so much? Perfect. Whew, okay. That was fun. Let's heal up a little bit. That's better. Don't know what these do. Clouds are made to Moth, but always the creator. Interesting. Alright. Hi. Just what I wanted, more spikes. Ooh. Okay, gotta get the timing just right on that. Sure, let's do some more. Ooh, that was close. Okay. So, I know there was a ladder down, but... Oh, there he is. He's waving a white flag. He's given up.
Ouch! You sure don't pull any punches. I gotta lie down after that. My contractual obligation's over now, so what say you and we hang out? I was actually just making my rounds, securing all the entrances, but I guess I dropped my key somewhere. You can keep it if you find it. They'll fire me anyway for failing to stop you. I'm not mad or anything. This job sucks, actually. I liked the idea of being all important and bossy, but I was in a bit over my head. My coworkers seem to have more experience with this. Like that Monsoon guy? Man, one look at him and you know he's a boss.
I can't wait to meet him.
I guess I better put some applications out. Probably gonna need a new place soon. You know what? They can't kick me out if I leave on my own first. I'll have to grab some stuff from my room before I go. Well, you take care out there. It seems like some serious stuff is afoot in this castle.
Thanks for being a good sport about it, buddy. I appreciate that. Ooh, what did I just pick up? A bag used to... Oh! You can get more inventory space. That's cool. Wasn't expecting that. Hey there. You look like you could use this bag to help you carry more stuff. You select it and you use it for a whole second inventory page. Thanks, Poindexter. I'll take that. Hey, okay. There's one of the XP level ups that we were looking for. So what was back down this other ladder then? Because if we go down the other way, it's a drop that we can't go back from. So we might as well continue ow, this way first. Let's not do that again. That was painful. Whew. Okay. Hi. This is just our way out. Go away. I have the option to attack you. Sorry, buddy. We can't get across there yet. We seem to be missing an ability. Alright, so we have to go all the way back. I thought I went too soon there, but no, we're good. Okay. Right, back up we go. I appreciate there's little areas of silence, just to give you a little bit of headspace and breathing room after doing something big. Oh, that little falling animation is cute. Alright, so now we're back in this area. We've got 2 keys, and I think they said there's a section down the bottom where we'll need to use them, so let's go this way. Okay. Yes, this looks good. Come on. Alright. One there. One there. Hello. I don't like you. Oh, hang on. There's law here. Let's not miss the law. The law is good. Pursuit. Sometimes your enemy will dance about trying to avoid your attacks. Use the movement buttons to align your targeting reticule with the enemy. Hit the confirm button to punch them in the face. Don't attack the wrong space or you'll get faked out and punched in the face. Try your best. Cool. Alright, I like that. We are getting a new mechanic. And I'm assuming this guy's gonna use it. Oh, okay, yep. Nope, I missed. You have to hold the diagonal. Oh, he's getting fast. Not today. You can't run from me. Okay, and we just trade blows. Cool. Alright, so there was a different way to drop down to here from somewhere up above. Maybe we come... No, maybe it loops around from the left, not from the right, because we had to go through the locked doors to get here. Yeah, that would make more sense. Alright, alright. Oh, there we go. Stella has decided to go back on camera. Yeah, right on the far end there. Perfect. Hang on. Let me just turn that. There you go. Perfect view. Love it. Sander, welcome. How you doing, mate? Thank you again for your help with the Larry bot over on the Discord. Ooh, okay, new area. Here we go. That's a long fall. I hope you don't take falling damage. Nope, we're good. Ooh, listen to that bass line. The music in this is such a bop. So good. So good. That Darn Raven found a decent game in your library with only 137 Steam reviews. Thank you, Steam mobile app. It's called Ultra Cop. Can someone remind me to add it next month in Discord? Absolutely. Ultra Cop sounds incredible. Oh, there we go. She's getting that bread. Needing that dough. Can I swap the cat and the gameplay? Possibly. I'm not sure how easily I can do that, but if you really want me to, I probably can. Oh, look at her. She's so freaking cute. What I would need to do is take all of this, make that small, pop it up there, take all of that, make it big. I'm not going to be able to make it even because it's kind of square, but there we go. If we want more kitty, I can do that. I'll need to move the chat so that it's in front. Yep, there we go. And the gameplay, I don't even know where the gameplay's gone. Hang on. There it is. It's over there somewhere. That's the event list. There's the game. Okay, we're gonna have to move that over to the side a little bit. Game, yeah, perfect. Can just be here. Perfect. Okay. There you go. Your wish is my command. Enjoy the gameplay. This is actually no. I can make the gameplay a little bit bigger because of how it's positioned. Oh, come on. Select the right thing. There we go.
Alive Chicken 108 donated $4.99 to the war funds.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Alive Chicken. There we go. Is that good? Actually, we can go a little bit bigger. We can go a little bit bigger on there. Just bring that up. Recenter that. We can go just a little more. It's a good thing that this game is in a square resolution. There we go. All right, perfect. This is a great idea. Thank you very much, Alive Chicken. Good suggestion. All right, back to the game. Scientist! Innovator! Tell me prime experiment fodder. Sure. Not if I punch you first, though. Hiya! No quick time event? Not today. We're just trading blows. Okay. There we go. We got to level up. Onwards. You think I like Ultra Cup? It's almost the perfect bite-sized shooter to play on a stream. Like, I love games that are like the perfect 30 minutes to play in a stream like this. It's not very often that we actually encounter a game that's like, oh no, you can just finish this in a single stream. Alright, what have we got going over here? Hi, what are you? I already told you not to interfere. I won't hesitate to beat you within an inch of your life if that's what it takes. Okay. I don't value my life anyway. Now, I do have a special ability that I don't think we've tried yet, which is this. Let's try it. Hurricane Slice. Hiya! Here it comes! Ooh, critical hit. Okay, so we want to actually use those in boss fights. No, I'm sorry. Stella, you are meant to be... Oh, you're meant to be on camera. You're the star of the show. Huh? Yes. Yes, you are. Hi. Yep. So I'm going to pause the timer for a sec. There we go. Hi. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Am I not paying you? I'm not paying her enough attention, clearly. She likes doing shoulder cuddles, and I don't know why. It is just adorable. She's like, I have to climb up and nuzzle my face into yours, otherwise how would you know that I love you? Hmm? Yeah? Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh. She's so sweet. Alright. You know, I can't play games while you're doing this, though. Hmm? Yeah. I don't want to disturb. It's like rule number 1 with kittens. If they climb up onto you, you can't disturb them. You have to love them. Okay? There we go. I think I forgot to call it out, but Live Chicken, thank you very much for the kind donation. I'm glad I was able to hopefully make your stream experience more enjoyable with Prime Kitten content. Hey? Yes. Oh my god, those eyes. Alright, come on. I'll be back. You need to have a nap. You really do. You're very sweet. Don't know if she'll actually stay there, but we'll see. But yeah, she's a very cuddly kitten, and I love that about her. It's just adorable. And don't worry, I will give her plenty of love after we finish the live stream. But she is also at the age at the moment where she still twitches in her sleep when she passes out and makes like little vocalizations. It is absolutely freaking adorable. Alright, we're going back to biscuit making. She's slowly pushing the bed off the edge of this chest that it's on, but we'll fix it if we need to. Alright, timer back on. Got just under 10 minutes left to see what else we can find in this game. The Revolution of Logic by Darking. No? You really want to be over here? Okay, hang on. Can I pop you here? Might have to just try and move this camera for a sec. Yeah. Sorry. What's happened? Of course. Okay. Pass that back around. Stop attacking the camera, please. Can I hold it here? Solid. The camera is working. Her face is just right up in it right now. Stop it. That's not to be... There's the little lens cover that hangs off the bottom of the camera, and she is absolutely attacking it. Let's get up a little. Stop trying to eat the rubber lens cap. Stop. At this point, I should just let her have it. She can't be stopped. Thank you. You could say that's perfect. No, you... Thank you. She's not sorry. Not even one little bit. I knew Stella was going to be the star of this show. Absolutely. It's in the name. How could she not be? There we go. All right. You got your spot there? Because I put a little blanket up on my actual desk right in front of my second monitor. There's a picture on the Discord if you want to have a look, where she was watching me play some games. And now she is looking at herself on stream and be like, oh, who's that? Stop attacking the camera. Also, you can pick her up and do the... Hey? There we go. All right. Cool. Hopefully, you will settle there and we can carry on with the stream. I don't know if this is making or breaking the stream for you guys. If this is incredibly distracting and you're here for gameplay content, I am so sorry. This stream is now about a kitten. And you're just going to have to deal with that for a few weeks until... Just went to all of that effort to reposition the camera and move it around because she looked like she was going to settle right there on the blanket. And then she jumps off. I don't know what I expected. She's a kitten. Okay. She's gone to grab a little snack to eat. She will come back here. Don't worry. She'll be back in a minute. Which means we've got a minute to actually play the game. Okay, cool. So, what is life? Life is a painful struggle, a mockery of how enlightened we esteem ourselves to be. We act as though our institutions and nebulous senses of righteousness have the world composed into blissful harmony, but those things are constantly at odds with each other and reality itself. Nothing more than an unending cacophony of cognitive dissonance. Since the dawn of time, we have soaked the earth with blood, spilt for no purpose. From individuals tangled in petty squabbles to so-called leaders conjuring up fictitious justifications for their ambitions, our world burns and innocents die, all for the fleeting whims of fools. This is actually an excellent speech, and I think I need to get a little more in the zone for this, so just bear with. I'm moving the mic slightly further away so I don't hurt your ears on this, but we're going full dear leader on this. We are but animals dancing to the tune of bestial instincts, puppeteered at the behest of emotion. How could we be called sentient life? Our feral animality bubbles just under the surface, and it takes a mere nudge to bring to light our ancient and carnivorous instincts, our thirst for murder. We are doomed to be just close enough to true enlightenment to be aware of it. We may see it from here, but we are fools to think we are already there. It feels so close we can almost grasp it, yet it remains firmly out of our reach and forever will. But just as a crippled man may still walk with a cane, what if we could use something to compensate for our shortcomings? Something to allow ourselves to ascend that revered concept of higher intellect that is just out of reach. I have been tirelessly at work to research and create one such panacea and present a technological marvel as our way out of this existential quandary. The Heartbreaker. With the power of this machine, we stand at the precipice of a new way of living. At last, the tantalizing ideal can finally become reality. When exposed to the Heartbreaker's waves, all people of the world may finally cast aside their differences and at long last unite and advance together towards a golden era of prosperity and knowledge. A rational future, free of war. The revolution of logic. With the appearance of Ant Queen, we have been blessed with designs of technology with an incredible capacity to bridge space, a function we may use to emit Heartbreaker waves at any point in the world, in the galaxy, in our universe, or even other universes. Please, join me in my endeavor to save the world in the precious little time before it is inevitably lost forever. Darking. Goddamn, that's intense. I understood half of that. I was too focused on reading it out loud. And now we have part 2 and 3. Okay, then this is to do with a Heartbreaker. Okay. Test subject was exposed to 10 minutes of heartbreak radiation. No discernible damage to tissue, all organs functional. Test subject in deep coma since exposure to radiation. No reaction to outside input. Oops. Brain analysis shows complete absence of dreaming activity. Hypothesis seems confirmed. Lack of dreams taken to indicate successful removal of emotions. The experiment is deemed a success. Further data needed. Reduction in exposure time suggested moving forward. What are they doing with this? Test subject was exposed to 5 minutes heartbreak radiation. No outward signs of discomfort observed after the initial sobbing subsided. Sobbing lasted 7.03 seconds. Although they knew that was going to happen. They were timing it. Test subject unable to answer when asked for greatest fear after previously stating to be affected by intense claustrophobia. Test subject reports no ailments or issues after spending 2 days locked into test crate. Hypothesis seems confirmed. Emotion of fear successfully removed. Further data needed. That's an interesting idea. Remove fear. Oh! Hey, we've got technology going on here? Okay, so this is going to loop back around Skyrim dungeon style by the look of it. It's these guys. Look, it's all the scientists hiding behind doors. That's a cool little wiggle you got going on there, mate. Practicing those dance moves. Hello. Oh, that's a lot of health. We should not be attacking him. Time to go. I'm glad we can just walk away from a fight. That's nice. Okay, can't get through there. That door is locked. Yeah, that vampire has way too much health. Alright. I think there was a different direction we could explore in, though. Oh, I do have a bomb. Only defeats normal enemies. I don't think the vampire is a normal enemy. Oh, okay. Save point. Hallelujah. Okay. Let's save there. We got a potato and some ice cream. Today's a good day. Where? Alright, no, cool. You're just playing down there. That's fine. She'll wear herself out and then she'll come back. What am I looking at? Dr. Philo. Can someone please help me figure out what I am looking at here? Because I honestly can't tell. I'm not sure which bit's eyes and which bit's a hand, or if it's a beak. Mosquito? Could be a mosquito, actually, given the theme of like the HP donations. Mosquito seems more likely. I'm with Mediate. I'm with Mediate.
Hello there, my name is Philip. I accept HP donations from the right left to distribute to those in need. How can I help you? Hello. Sorry, we are not accepting patients. Please return later.
Okay. Cool. Not wanting patients just yet. Dual manual 6. Okay, sabotage. Sometimes an enemy has machine parts just asking to be tampered with, and machines can be complex. It's hard to really understand all those tubes and wires, so just think of pipes. When pipes are connected, water can flow, and what we're doing is like leading the water to a drain, or a fist to a face. When water flows from the entry point to the drain, it messes up your opponent. To do that, rotate pipes until there's a line from start to finish. You can rotate parts if they aren't the entrance or the goal. The confirm button turns them counterclockwise, and the cancel button clockwise. Okay, it's a bit weird. Warps with matching letters are connected to each other somehow. Okay, it's not really like pipes. If you can connect the start to the finish quick enough, you'll be able to damage your opponent with no counter attack. Hurry if you can. Okay, cool. We're going to get to put that into practice pretty soon. Yes, we're attacking science. What am I looking at? Okay, I can't move that though. That up that way? Yes. Okay, cool. Got it. That took me way too long to figure out. And then we do it again. That can attach to there. That goes that way. You go that way. You go that way. Turn you down there, 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 and there. Nailed it. Okay, good old pipe puzzles, but now with teleports. Okay. Oh, so this music just freaking slaps. Okay, what am I looking at? You can't turn. You can. So we turn you that way and there. And somehow that deals damage. And then I just slap it and it dies. I always love that. Press Z to slap. I know it's actually like a sword strike, but it looks like slapping. Okay, there's more science going on over there. Ah, we have to learn how to cross water. We are, unfortunately, out of time. There we go. The kitty is back. Hi, Stella. Yeah, Zoomies time again. Let's do that. Doesn't knock it off. All right. We need to hold a vote. Yeah, that was a quick 30 minutes. I'm probably going to try and find a soundtrack for this game just so I can add it to a playlist because it is that freaking good. I am really enjoying the music in this game. All right, it is time for a poll. So remember, vote yes if it is time to spin the wheel. Vote no if you want to see more of Creepy Castle. This is going to decide what we do for the first bit of the stream here. And of course, you can't see that on screen. Let me just lift this up. That'll do it. Perfect. You can kill the timer there. Yeah. Sorry, it's because the cat cam was overlaying everything else. I have moved it. I'm trying to do some on-the-fly stream adjustments, which is always fun. I think we're actually in the right spot for that. Yeah, most other things should be behind it. In fact, what I might do is bring that down further. In all fairness, I probably should have always had that towards the bottom of the list, and it's just me being silly. There we go. Keep both of them down there. Perfect. Alright, cool. Alright. I will say that Creepy Castle so far has actually really impressed me with what it has to offer. Like, it's fairly simple in its concept and execution, but it doesn't need to be complex. It's got straightforward mechanics, it's got some interesting world building. It's pretty easy just to pick up and play, but if you're the kind of person that likes retro games with a bit of a modern spin on them, you are probably going to have an absolute blast with Creepy Castle. And it's the kind of game that I absolutely might pick up later and just do a playthrough of in my own time. Or I might hold off on it and we'll review it in about 30 years when I get to the C section of the alphabet, because it's actually fairly low down the list. It's one of those ones where I wasn't expecting much from this game, but it delivered far more than I thought it would, and that is always a good thing with these games. Alright, looks like we have decided on a yes, it is time to spin the wheel. So Creepy Castle, as good as you have been, I'm afraid it is time for you to go. Goodbye, Creepy Castle. It has been a pleasure. All right, really? She's decided to position herself well out of range of the camera. Good job. There she is, hiding over in the corner. All right, time for the next game. Let me pop that over here. Actually, hang on. Can I? Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it just for a sec because we'll go back to full cat cam. We're getting into some gameplay. Lloyd.exe, you mean the alphabet has letters? I thought it was just symbols, zeros and ones. To be fair, it feels like that. But no, the alphabet does actually consist of letters. It's a little known fact, but yeah, it dates back several thousands of years. Unfortunately, Steam hasn't been around for several thousands of years, so there's a lot of people who just aren't familiar with the concept of an alphabet that work at Valve, so we'll get there eventually. Alright, so time to spin the wheel. I have updated it with the games that everyone has suggested for the month of June so far. So thank you to everyone that has been contributing to this wheel. We're now up to 177 games on the wheel, which is a lot. So let's give it a spin and see what the heck we are playing next. There is so much variety on this wheel, and I love it. All right, we are going to be playing... Are we actually playing Tetris? We're playing Tetris! Holy cow! I haven't played Tetris in so freaking long. That's not something I was expecting to come out of today's stream. Let's have a look. Oh, that's expensive. Oh no. Okay, who suggested Tetris Forever? Who was the absolute legend that did that? Let's have a look. That was Kartoffel! Kartoffeljäger 3 suggested Tetris Forever just in March this year. So Kartoffel, thank you very much. Or maybe I'm speaking too soon. We'll find out. So before we get into this, just a reminder, please make sure that you have your bingo cards, because we're going to be marking off as much as we can on here to see if we get a new bingo. Matey8 is currently in the lead with 4 bingos, followed by Snood with 3, Tasty Violi, Gino, and Ilarak all on 2. So, you know, those top sections are just waiting for someone to knock them off the leaderboard. All right. So we cannot get the free space in the center, which is unfortunate. It was released after 2020, so we can mark that one off. Nice, I've got that. We do have the same developer and publisher, Digital Eclipse. Do I have same developer and publisher? I do not. Okay, fine, no worries. Yeah, this seems to be a lesser known Tetris game, which is kind of interesting. Let's have a look at the trailer. Bump that up a little bit. Why are there real people in my trailer? Why? Real people in a trailer? That shouldn't happen.
Mr. Alexei Pozitlov?
Hello, playtesters, okay. Oh, that classic Tetris music, makes sense. Love it.
I still play
Where's the
with
gameplay?
blocks of pentaminas, and I'm wondering why nobody play against each other. I just start programming it.
Up until
Against
that
each
time,
other?
I thought we had all the rights.
Turned out he didn't have the rights. I said, Gilman, we made a deal. You can't just like walk away and say that, sorry, there was no deal. We have a deal. With a tourist visa, 2 days later, I got on a plane, went to Moscow. I'm not coming back till I have these rights.
There was a Tetris movie that released recently, wasn't there? I haven't watched it, but I heard it was pretty good. Hang on. Gotta go back. This right here was my childhood. Had the original Game Boy with its weird green monocolored screen, no backlight, used AA batteries. Like, this is what I grew up with, and oh dear God, I'm old. Yeah, the old bleeps and bloops. Like, this was classic. And you have to remember, like, I would have been like 5 or 6 years old at the time, absolutely smashing this on the original Game Boy. Had this and a few other little games. Like I got to play the original Super Mario Land on the old Game Boy. And oh yeah, no, it was on the original Game Boy. Pokemon Blue. Pokemon Blue. Absolutely incredible game. I had all the Game Boys. I had the Game Boy Original, had the Game Boy Color, had the Game Boy Advance, then the Game Boy DS, and then the 3DS. I had all of the handhelds. That was my childhood. I grew up as a Nintendo kid, and this was so good. All these other modern versions with the slick visuals, nah.
There's some kind of a addictive loop.
I'm really hooked on this game.
You want to keep clearing.
Apparently it is one of the more addictive games. Like, it's just a simple formula that no one's been able to replicate.
The perfect game.
I did play, there was one on the Nintendo 64. I think it was literally called like the new Tetris or something like that. Whoops, there goes the camera. And it introduced a very interesting mechanic where if you make a 4x4 perfect square, it turns into something like a silver or a gold block, depending on what you use to build it, which will give you more lines and send more junk at your opponent. And that was a little innovation that I quite liked, but it made it very overpowered, changed the way the game works. It's a compilation of a bunch of Tetris games. Yeah, seems to be that's what it is. Rather than any kind of new innovation, it's just a compilation of older ones, or at least the older visual styles, as far as I can tell. Mamu, you had Pokemon Yellow, you were so sad Pikachu didn't like you at the very beginning. You gotta work for that, love. You can't just give it to you, you gotta work for it. Patrick's like, you prefer the unauthorized Starry version? Fair enough. You'll find a way. Absolutely find a way. Cool. Jenny baffled at the Tetris spin result, though. Tetris spin result? Tell me more. It had a Game Boy, and then a DS, and a 3DS, and now the 2 Switch. I haven't got the Switch 2 yet. I still need to go out and purchase that. Been holding off a little bit for some new games to come out, but I got some friends that want to play the new Mario Kart, so I might have to get it. All right, so let's keep going with the bingo. We have one person who's wishlisted it and one person who owns it, so we actually get to mark off both of those. Been wishlisted by a Steam friend, and it has... I don't have purchased by a Steam friend, but you might. Also, just a reminder, if you want to have a chance of showing up here, absolutely send me a Steam friend request just over on the Discord. Make sure to tell me what your Steam username is, because if I don't recognize the name, I won't accept it. So if you've got a different name between the two platforms, just tell me who you are and I'll happily accept your friend request. That's totally fine. Raven, you played Pyramid as a kid. It was a little grey handheld thing with a bunch of block games that had a great theme song. It's your only childhood handheld. I also had a handheld device that was basically a Connect 4 game. That was all it did. It just played Connect 4. And I was once on a 4-hour road trip through Outback, WA. And I played nothing but Connect 4 for 4 hours. And it was great. Childhood was... a very different time then. Looks like this does have potentially some kind of multiplayer. It's got remote play together. It's got shared/split screen PvP. So there could be something interesting going on here. We do need to check a couple of things in the description. Do we have a unique? We don't have unique in the description. We do have Steam trading cards though. So we'll be able to mark that one off. Do you have trading cards? It does cost more than $10. We can mark that one off as well. I don't have trading cards, but you might have trading cards somewhere. It, I believe, has had some updates, given what I can see. Where is... it's down here. You update history. Let's have a look. Saving the Saves update, the Weltress update, November hotfix. Yeah, it's had updates. That's pretty safe to say. Game has been updated. Can we agree the music slaps? Yes, we can absolutely agree the music slaps already. Don't know anything about sound slides, but I'm not going to say the game slaps, but the music slaps. And it is original music. You can mark off original music. The trading... Oh, staring at my trading start right in the middle? All right, there. Perfect. Thank you. Mark off Grail misses something important. It always happens. I always say, like, at the end of the day, my head is in so many spaces when I'm trying to stream. Like, what's happening with the quality? What do I need to talk about? What's happening in the chat? What am I actually doing? What bingo squares am I trying to, like, think? Like, I've heard this said, and sorry, I know I'm going on tangents here. I've heard this said, and it's so true, but just in case you haven't heard it before, the moment you start streaming, your ability to A, hold a conversation, and B, play a game both decrease by about 50% because of how much you're trying to multitask. So the fact that I'm even able to hold this much of a conversation is quite impressive. Ooh, you can do pixel art. Let's have a quick look at the screenshots. Yeah, you can do pixel art. This counts as pixel art. Do I have pixel art? No, I don't have pixel art. I'm not ticking off multiplayer yet because we haven't confirmed it. All right, is there anything else I need to check while I'm on the store page? Is there anything that I've missed here? Can Tetris count as a mobile game? It has been ported into a mobile game probably a lot of times. If Tetris Forever is in an app store, then you can mark it off because it has to be this specific version of the game that is available on mobile. DLC? No DLC, which gotta respect that. This day and age, that's unusual. Digital Eclipse have made a bunch of other games though. Wait, they did Wizardry? What? And I'd love to say, oh, and they did this game, but I've never heard of this before. Okay, sure. The art looks amazing. They've done a Power Rangers game, the Jeff Minter story, Llama Soft. Sure. Okay, that's a very varied and... Oh, look, it's Wind Waker, but on PC, called Solo. Cool, all right, well, they've done some interesting stuff. All right, let's get this game purchased. I'm going to pop you guys over to the holding screen so that you can have a crack at the Wordle. Oh, goodbye, money in the bank account. I mean, what else am I going to spend it on, really? Let's pop some music back on for you for a sec. And we'll get this purchased and downloading, and we'll see how big this is. I'm anticipating it's going to be more than a gigabyte. I would hope so for something that costs $50. Actually, no, the file size isn't directly proportional to how much a game costs. Also, yeah, Stella has completely passed out. I love the fact that she was running around like an utter maniac for like half an hour and then has just gone into a dead sleep. Absolutely classic kitten behavior. And Kartoffeljäger 3, I can see that you have jumped into Tetris Forever right now. You're probably looking to me like, oh, does this have multiplayer? And if it does, how can I play with Grail? You know what? If it's got multiplayer, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Can we check file size? 5.2 gigabytes in download size. So it is definitely more than a gig. Now I just have to figure out if I can make this somehow a Souls-like. Can we make an argument for that? Maybe it's not a question of can, but how? Ooh, items was a decent guess. The I and the E. Voucher site, you need sound sliders, title drop, and crash to desktop for bingo. You might get 2 out of 3 of those. I don't know your luck on getting crash to desktop, but I also didn't read the negative reviews because this had a mixed rating, which was kind of surprising for a Tetris game. Like, how do you make Tetris wrong? Recent reviews were mixed, all reviews mostly positive. Most of them, okay, part documentary, part game collection. Interesting, so this is more of like a virtual museum with games. Negative reviews have said UI not working, seems to want game controller for input, not responding to my game controller inputs. Like the idea of having various versions of Tetris in one, but please fix the game. Feels bad being concentrated on the game. Suddenly the screen, we might get a crash. Oh, sorry, I missed it. You guys got it. Was it inept? I'm guessing it was inept. Yeah, because that's got the I, the E, and the T. Nice, well done. All right, go ahead and mark off Chatwin's Wordle. Play another round. The game is still downloading. Do I have Chatwin's Wordle? I do not. That's fine. I didn't need to win it anyway. And then, yes, one other negative review that says, I'm the target audience, and yet it was just too bare bones for me. So yeah, it seems like there's a documentary included in this game, which might explain why it costs so much more. All right, one sec. I've got to make sure this controller is going to work today. Why? Why has this done this? Where has it changed? Bear with me. The sound has decided to be stupid. Get off. Take that off. Oh, there we go. Sound is back. Absolutely love that. Cool. Let's take all of that off. All right, we should be back. Freaking love that. I plug the controller directly into the PC and it goes, oh, of course, you want to use that as your audio device now, don't you? Why? Why would you have that be an automatic setting where it goes, oh, you've plugged in a controller. We're now not going to use just like the mic on it as input, but we're also going to use it as audio output. Makes zero sense. That looks like a tricky one. The N has to be in the third position then. Doesn't make sense for it to be at the start. Yeah, absolutely agree, Maximum Cheese. Windows needs better controller drivers. Now, so this is something RON something. There's no E in it. Yeah, what goes after N that isn't E or G? Could be a T? Can't be frond? Why not? Because there's no F, right. Could this be a case where there's actually two O's? No, because it definitely said that O was not in that position. Okay, it can't be that. Do you think Brony is in the list? It could be. Well, actually, it could. Yeah, I say it could end in a Y. But there's not many other ones that could be there. It was irony. We were right. It was a Y at the end. You got that bit right. But yeah. That was a good guess. Good guess. Absolutely could have been there. Damn, that was tricky. Just sound like, oh yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, I love that. No, see, Boucher's like, you're saying Brony wouldn't be a word in Wordle. I think it might be more that Brony shouldn't be a word in a Wordle. All right, let's bring it back. We need to get into some Tetris. I don't think anyone's got a bingo yet, so let's dive into the game and have a look and see what happens. Also, I love that it says mostly playable with your controller. It's Tetris. It should be fully playable with my controller. Hello, Digital Eclipse. What's happening here? Gold Master Series. Series of what? Okay. Cool. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here. Give me a sec. Can I? Alt tab there. There we go. This is what we want, isn't it? Except we need some gameplay. Hang on, it's trying to show the wrong thing. Let's just pop Tetris Forever. There we go. Cool. Is this what we want? We did have dev logo, so yes, absolutely, you can mark them off. Tetris is the one game that's still going to be around when all other games are gone. Play Tetris, my friends. That's subtle marketing. Okay, it has launched in a windowed mode. Love that, love that. Just my next piece, Tetris World. Can I get some options? Yes, I can. Okay, let's just get the mouse out of the center of the screen there. Ah, hang on, I need to fix this because the doesn't quite work like that anymore. You just need to be able to see everything. There you go. We'll move maybe a little bit further across to the side. Is there a better solution here to get you guys more gameplay? I'm not sure. There we go. And centered. Perfect. Gray, who's this kitty? This is Stella. This is the new addition to the Graeldon household. So I love that this hasn't even sized properly on screen. There we go. Okay, we're better now. Right, what have we got here? We do have credits. So you can go ahead and mark off credits found. We have found the credits. Fantastic. We only have one audio slider, which is incredibly disappointing. But no, it still could have had ones for sound effects and music separately. We have menu music on or off, and display mode is just full or windowed, and even in windowed, it did not detect the correct resolution. It's 1280 by 720. So, boo, you got it wrong. It also doesn't support 4K resolution, only goes up to 1080p. So that sucks. Also, full screen fails. So we found a bug already. I know you guys can't see this, but even when I switch it to full screen, my taskbar is still visible, and there is a strip of, yeah, about a millimeter or two on the far right hand side of the screen where it's actually showing me Steam behind the game. So even full screen is not full screening properly. So yeah, already we have found a bug. If I, go out of the game and back in again, then it does. So that is unfortunate. So yeah, there's no borderless full screen. There is a windowed mode or a full screen mode, and neither of them are great. Where is my bingo one here? Can I mark off anything on here? It did default to windowed mode, so we can mark that off. I haven't got any of the others, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it does have controller compatibility, so I can mark that one off. We don't have separate sound sliders, which I think is the first time in a long time. Yes, we did see the title at the beginning, so you can do title drop and the dev logo, because we saw both of them in the opening. I don't have either of those, but you might. So my best bet here, I can't get that one, which is unfortunate. I don't think I'm getting bingo out of this one. Are the controls rebindable? Good question. Let's have a look. Can I find controls? No. This is all there is for the settings. I know you guys probably can't see much of it on the screen, but trust me, it's here. Do I really not have any more screen space than that? I don't. I really don't. This is the best we're going to get. I'm very sorry. I can't make the game any bigger than this without compromising kitten real estate. And I don't think we're on board with that today. Cutoff ESA says, yes, they are in the game. Okay, I'll probably have to get into an actual game, not just the menu then. So, we have Play Tetris. Welcome to Tetris Forever. Begin your journey through 40 years of Tetris. Okay. We also have... Hang on a sec. Oh, you sons of... Okay. Hang on a sec. No. No, you can't do... You can't do that. Okay, no. I'm misthinking something. So, I was looking at the menu here, and you might be able to see down the bottom of the screen, you've got the Xbox controls with A for select and B for back. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's not showing the right controller glyphs. That's fine. I can work with that. But then here, it shows press X to play games. And for a second, I thought that it was actually showing the PlayStation controller X, because pressing X here on the Xbox PlayStation controller actually takes you into the perfect game. But no, it's a separate press X to take you to here. It's different controls. It's okay. I thought somehow it was showing one type of glyph in one section and a different glyph in a different section. It's not. That was me misinterpreting it, which is okay. All right, so let's explore a little bit and see what we have got going on here. So we've got the perfect game, which appears to be, yeah, the actual documentary about Tetris. So we could just have an entire stream of watching the Tetris documentary if we wanted to. And it is in 5 different chapters. And this is mind-boggling to me that you load into the game Tetris and it is not immediately clear how to play Tetris. There is no button there that's just play Tetris. It's just 5 different chapters of the documentary for you to explore. To actually play Tetris, you need to press a different button. And that takes you to the different versions of Tetris, of which we have got a few. So we have Tetris Time Warp, which is an original Time Warp, which is an original 2024 version. This was $50, Mediate. This was $50. Tetris Electronica 60, Academy software for a couple of MS-DOS versions, few of them actually. Weltris, which the Soviet challenge continues. That's concerning. Super Tetris, which surprisingly was not for the Super Nintendo, but was for the MS-DOS and has bombs in it. Tetris for the Apple II, NES, called Hatris for reasons. New from the creator of Tetris, it's just hats. It's hats now. Then we have this is a Famicom, which is the original Nintendo, so it's Tetris but not. Then we have, it's just Tetris for the Famicom. Hatris again, Tetris 2 plus Bombliss. Tetris 2 plus Bombliss, because Super Tetris 2, we upgraded. And Tetris Battle Gaiden, which sounds like it's going to be some kind of top-down shmup. Super Tetris 2, Super Tetris 3, Super Bombliss, Hatris, Super Bombliss, and Super Bombliss DX. So they kind of put all of the worst versions of Tetris on here along with a 2024 version for some reason. So you have all of the old school ones. Wow, that's an interesting decision. All right. Okay. Well, I feel like we need to play at least one of the classic versions. And then we'll try one of the new ones. Do we have... Wow. They don't actually have the original Game Boy version. But they showed it in the trailer. Am I I'm not the only one kind of surprised by that. Like, we get to the Game Boy era here, and on Game Boy you've got Hattress, Super Bomb Bliss, and Super Bomb Bliss DX for the Game Boy Color. So, yeah, the original Game Boy version is not actually available to play here. The closest you might get is the Famicom version. So we'll start with that. First version of Tetris on a gaming console was Bulletproof Software's version for Famicom, known elsewhere as the NES. This version of the game was released only in Japan. Tetris Famicom lets players score more points based on how many lines they clear and is broken up into stages of 25 lines each. Version of the game used an early control scheme in which you rotate Tetromino's pieces with directional buttons and hard drop by pressing... No, that's going to screw me over. Oh my god. And then you have Tetris 2. I feel like we can't play Tetris 2. We have to play one of the classics, right? Maybe go all the way back. What's this one? Later iteration of Microsoft's version. Sure. Let's do this. 30 minutes on the clock. We'll start here. Okay. Oof. Look at that beautiful screen. Yeah, we'll play. We'll hide next. Actually, which... We're playing. Okay. Oh. Nope, that's the demo. It has just done a demo version. Never mind. We're not playing. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Go away. Thank you. Play. Okay, so that allows me to... Never mind. We're in, and there's no music. And the controls are very touchy. Holy cow. This is a version that I've never played before. I'm guessing I can't slide blocks, which is disappointing. But yeah, there is... Oh, there we go. There are some bleeps and bloops. We're good. Yep, there. I'm going to pop you on the side. At least in this version, like, they still have the color coding of blocks, even though the colors are different to what I'm used to. But at least it gives it a bit of that visual identity. We'll put you on the side. You can go there, and you can, bam, straight down. I'm not going to be the best Tetris player in the world, but I'm not going to die in the first 10 waves, at least. This is absolutely incredible. Like, everyone, I just need you to sing along in your minds with the Tetris theme, please. If you could just hear in your heads... Do 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 do. Because I'm guessing this game. Oh, here we go. Let's just gonna drop in, and boom! Ah, you love to see it. That's the Tetris gameplay that we live for, apparently. Okay, let's just stack some of you up on the side. You down there. Ooh, a T-piece. Where do I put you? You can go there. Oh, that was a terrible idea, apparently. Oh, we're gonna have to do that. Oh no, I'm working myself into a corner here by doing that. That's a terrible idea. And we're committed. We're committed. For the love of God, please give me a straight, or I might actually just die here. Okay, yes, that's what I need to do. Bit of that. Yes, there we go. Shaboom. And then we do it again. Ah. That was very nearly incredibly dangerous. Now we're going to do a little play where we do one of these little things. Keep that stack going there. You can go there. There is rhyme to the reason. Trust me. I like to think that I know what I'm doing when I very much don't. But I'm going to pretend. You know, they say fake it till you make it. That applies to everything, whether it be a job that you're going for or trying to play a video game on stream and look cool. Although, how cool can you look when you're playing Tetris, really? Well, this is enjoyable to some degree. But I'm so far in now, I'm like, I can't stop. I have to keep going. I like how it just says help on the left-hand side, though. That's probably what I'm going to start feeling like as this picks up speed and gets faster. It's just going to be, help. Ah, nearly got a perfect clear. Could you imagine, like, if the game is only beatable if you actually remove every block from it? Oh, look at that. 3 cubes in a row. All right, we're going to pause there. If I can. No, there is no. Cool. All right, well, I'm glad we've got that as an option that we can do. Oh, look at that. Controls, how to play, filter. Oh, hang on. Controls. We found them. Rebindable controls. There we go. They do exist. Okay. Game settings. There's just a couple of different display versions, but that's cool. Depending on what you want to do. But we're going to quit because that's kind of boring. All right. What did I miss there? Glass Sarah's on the big screen, which is far more interesting. I agree. It's a good thing that we had her there. Yeah, this is why you need music in games. It makes such a big difference. You can look quite cool when no one can see the pieces fall anymore. Alright, let's see what the time warp version of the game is actually about, because that seems to be the biggest draw card for it. Oh, actually, sorry, I just remembered. I need to actually update my Twitch stream to show the correct game. Where do I... There, stream info. What are we playing in? This is Tetris Forever, isn't it? No. What am I playing? Yeah, it's Tetris Forever. Twitch doesn't know what that is. Tetris for Windows CE, Tetris for 2. Do you not know? It doesn't know what Tetris Forever is. Alright, well, we're just playing Tetris then. Sure. When was this released? Maybe that'll help me find the right version. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This was released 2024. Can I find a Tetris 2024? Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay, sure. Boom. That'll do. Done. Okay. Back to the game. Perfect. Tetris is definitely not forever. Remember to use the right reserve symbol. It's got a search function, but you're right. No, I should have put that in there. But yes, let's have a look at the time warp version, because this is the one which comes, you know, it should be the main selling point of the game. Let's see if it's any good. Travel through all the eras of Tetris in this all-new game from digital clips. Use the time warp tetrominos to temporarily warp to classic versions of Tetris, completing objectives to score bonus points. In the 2 to 4 multiplayer mode, it does have multiplayer. Use warp strategically to attack your opponents and claim victory. All right, we'll do one round of this, and then if Cutoff for Jaeger 3 is up for it, we might do a multiplayer version. All right, let's do it. We're going to check the game options first. Oh, here we go. Nope, still don't have separate sound sliders. Sorry, it's close, but no, I'm also going to bump that up just a little. Yeah, it's better. Gameplay options. We can show the next piece. Ghost pieces. We don't need any of that. We don't need diagonals. We don't need that. Visual effects. We're going to do all of the visual effects because why not? Change controls. Yeah, cool. They're rebindable here as well. Cool. Sorry, man. Why? Why what? Oh, why don't we have these separate sliders? Because screw you, that's why. They knew that you in particular needed it for your bingo card, so they didn't build it into the game. Oops, sorry, wrong button. All right, single player. Let's do... Yeah, let's just do a time warp score attack. Why not? Yep, starting the... Oh, we have music now. Oh no, they've tried to reinvent the normal theme. So this is the first option. It's okay. Very dreamlike. All versions are kind of meh. There we go. Still got the classic. If they didn't bring the classic in, I would have been very disappointed. Although, to be fair, the actual classic is apparently this one. Incredible. Alright, sure. We'll use their new music because I want to see what is the intended experience for people that are fans of Tetris. Yep. Let's start. Okay. Cool. Little firework animation. Oh, everything looks so plasticky. Alright, so I can use up to drop pieces straight to the bottom, which is always a nice touch. And I'm assuming it won't allow for any movement if I do that. I'll pop you there, you go there. I do appreciate being able to... actually, I do have the hold system as well. A couple little modern niceties. To allow you to get a little more creative and plan ahead if you're a quick thinker. Not saying that I am, but I try. That was terrible. I've rotated that the wrong direction. That's fine. We'll fix it. Not with that piece, we won't. Let's swap that. You there. Yep, you're going to have to do that. You do that. If I get a good line somewhere, we'll be able to correct all of our mistakes. Or we just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's swap you for you. Pop you there. Shaboom. Oh, this is the time warp. What on earth? Okay. Okay. Controls change. This is a clear a double. Well, that'll do it. Clear one big bomb. I don't know what that is. What is a bomb? Okay. I'm gonna run out of time before I even... Here we go. I did a thing. That wasn't what it wanted. Apparently, that bomb was not big enough. Okay. That's interesting. Sorry, my nose is so itchy right now and I don't know why. Alright, and then it throws you straight back into the game. That's kind of a neat touch. I can dig that. But yeah, the transition for the music wasn't as clean as it could be, I agree. Okay. Oh, cool. Got two of those now. You stay there. I'm also that weird person that when I play Tetris, I'll typically only rotate things in one direction because it's just easier for my brain to handle. I don't deal with clockwise versus anti-clockwise. Interesting. What do you do? Do I need to get you with a Tetris? Because that would be kind of cool. Do we hold off and we go for it? I think maybe we should. Yeah, why not? Now, if I do this, pop you in there, perfect. Yeah, we can hold on and do it as a proper big Tetris. You there. You're gonna need to go on that side. You're a problem. Fine, you're gonna have to go over there. You're going on that side so I can do that. There we go. We get the orange one in there, and ooh, it knows it's ready. Shaboom! Cool, that did an explosion and not much else. At least that fixed up the mess that I created, but I have to recreate it now. That's fine, we can clear that. Boom, boom. I need to get back into the Tetris mindset. It's been a while. What am I doing here exactly? Clear 4 lines. Okay. We'll get to work on that. Oh god, I can't just drag it across. I have to press each individual one, and this is... Nope, never mind, I can't do it. Ran out of time. Controls were different. Okay. I like what it's doing by shaking up the gameplay. I'd be interested to see how this works in a multiplayer environment, because that could just get exceedingly messy. But sometimes that's the fun of it, right? You want a little bit of chaos when it comes to multiplayer, especially when it's something competitive. Okay, you are swapping out. Too many. Go. I'll do that. Just I can pop you there. Okay, we've got another one of those, whatever that is. Oh, we locked in for that one. We can pop you there. I need another orange to go on that side. We haven't got coming up yet. We're going to build up for another Tetris. Let's swap you. You go there. I'm going to swap you again because we've got the orange coming. Down that side and boom! Back to back. You love to see it. I'm going to pop you there. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I've committed now. Oh, that's going to ruin it. I've got another long coming though. That's fine. We'll do that, and 3 in a row. Okay. You know what? Sure. Let's do that. And then I'll fix the problem. Okay. Oh, it's this thing again. Ooh, that was close. We do that. That clears out 2 lines. Come on, drop. Okay, you there, and that'll do it. Okay, clear a double. See, this is the version that I was looking for. This is what I was waiting for all along. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Okay, what is a big bomb? I don't actually know. I'm guessing I need to line up the bombs together to do something? Maybe? What is a big bomb? Why? I mean, you know, probably would have been helpful if I actually blew something up, but I didn't. Someone figure out what a big bomb is and tell me, please. Not that I'm going to be able to read it when I've got so much going on screen at once. Also, still waiting for the speed to really kind of pick up in this one, but I guess it'll get there. I'm going to regret saying that now because it actually, you know, has sped up. It has. Okay, we're going to do that and that. Shaboom, clear out all of that. What are you? Okay, okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm guessing I need to get all of the bombs in a square? Nope, not like that. Couldn't move it. Okay, doesn't do what I want it to do. Yep. Yeah, I reckon I need to make a 2x2 of bomb square tiles. I just haven't done it correctly yet. You're kind of in the wrong spot. Let's get you down there. Just trying to clear out this little hole I made for myself here. There we go. Let's swap for you. Pop you there. You can go there. You on top. And slap it in. There we go. You know what? Ooh, that was close. This is definitely getting faster. Let's clear that out. Give myself a little bit of breathing space. Nice. Okay, we just have to do the big bomb thing again. Nope. Cleared it too soon. And the problem is that these are getting faster now as well. You're useless to me. You're dead to me. I'm just gonna blow things up. Because I don't get the bomb game. But that's fine. And that's where, when I play against Kartoffeljäger, he's gonna be like, oh, I get the bomb game, and I get absolutely destroyed. We'll put you there. I didn't want to. We'll swap for that. Okay. So you're deciding what kind of little mini game we play next. I see. Oh, that was bad. Okay. There. Swap for that. Okay, that's cleared the problem. That was a mistake. Okay. Controls feel okay. Oh, I missed the T-spin there. Damn it. There we go. Okay. there. There. Alright. Not the bomb thing again. Stop it with the bomb thing. I don't get the bomb thing. Nope, that didn't count. I should have flipped that. That might have actually helped. Okay, that wasn't it. That's fine. I still get points for all of that. Okay. Why is the cat big? Why not? Alright, bear with me. I need to concentrate. We're going fast now. There we go. There's not really a good spot for you. I'm going to swap you for that. You can go there. You can go there. Swap you back. Swap again. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. I'm amazed that I'm still in the game, honestly, because I am so rusty at Tetris. Okay, and now it's more bomb things again. Well, maybe if I put that way. Come on, there. No. You're in the wrong spot. I don't want you. I mean, that was a big bomb. That should have counted for something. Damn it, I got like 3 in a bit there. Whoa, okay. We're going fast now. There is nowhere good for you to go. Okay. You can go there, you go there, you go down there. Shouldn't have done that because I had nowhere for that to go. Now the mistakes start. It's fine. Okay. Swap that, swap that. Boom, clear a little bit of breathing room. No, you in there. Shouldn't have done that. That's bugging everything up. Actually, that's fine. I can make that work. Oh, I can't swap that. Interesting. Like, oh, suddenly the swap button doesn't work. Cool, 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 cool. Love that for me. Shaboom. Whew. Okay. You down there. At least we've got a little bit of breathing room out of that. You on that side. You next to it. Oh, down the edge. Whoa! Okay. That just picked up. Whew. Nailed it. I can't rotate around that way, so we're going over there. Come on. Down there. In there. Far side. No! It won't flip over the edge. Damn it. Oh, that's bugging things. Ah. Okay, managed to flip that up. That was good. You're wrong. I don't want you. I don't really want you either. Okay. Sure. This is very much an experience in how does Graeldon deal under pressure. Come on. Get in there. You're in the wrong shape. That one. Okay. We got this. Start building up a thing on the side there. No, I actually want an orange one for that spot. I have to remember that. I got one coming up. You go down in there, and then I put you over that side, and then I put you down there. Wasn't quite a Tetris, but we'll take it. You can get down in there. Swap you for that. Whew. Okay. Okay. That's still not quite going to be enough of a bomb, I don't think. No? Still not good enough. But it's giving me more bomb pieces. I'm just not using them the right way, apparently. I mean, I made a Tetris piece out of bombs. technically. Alright. We going fast, boys. Okay. Yeah, I've got 2 of those, so that's fine. We'll use one up there. There we go. Come on. We got this. Blue down that side. You there. You there. You're the wrong shape. That's fine. I'm gonna have to pop you there. You can... Oh, no! That was not what I wanted. Okay. That'll do it. We're still in this. We're not dead yet. Holy cow, that drops fast. Okay. That's gonna be problematic. Oh, good. We're here again. Love that for me. Oh, wait. No. I can't get it across any further. Damn it. That would have been the perfect setup as well. Okay, let's do that. Here we go. There. Yes! We have a big bomb. Okay, we blow it up. We did it! Finally! We got one. You're gonna go down there. You switch there. Okay. I can't believe that we finally got it and it was when everything's at this stupid speed. Holy moly. I feel proud for that. That's my crowning achievement today, I think. There is a small part of me that is hoping that Kartoffel is watching this and being like, yeah, I don't want to play him anymore. Oh, we have to do the bomb thing again, do we? We do, somehow. You can... No, this is cursed. This is very cursed. Oh, that's close. No, I blew it up. Never mind. You're useless. You're useless. You are in completely the wrong spot. This is all wrong. That's fine. I don't need you anyway. Okay. You know what? Let's... that was bad. Okay, I think we can fix that, maybe? Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Okay, we need you to... Yes! Okay, we got the little flip to work. Come on, down over there. Perfect! Alright, we're hanging in there! Oh, good lord. Okay, I need space for that square to just drop in. Come on. No. Oh, the flipping works slightly different. There we go. Well, that's a problem. You know what? I am just going to pop you there, because then I can do that. I don't have enough time to get that. Damn it. I needed just a little longer and I could have had that. Okay, sure. Do that. You go in there. Far side. I'm glad it gives you just a little bit of time to maneuver things. Come on. Yep. You there. You there. You're on the far side. Pop you in there. I'm not getting Tetrises, but I'm not dying either. Not yet. Come on. I need you just line up on top of itself. You're in the wrong spot now. That's fine. That's going to be very difficult to get all the way over to the left-hand side. Ooh. There's the mistake. Okay. That's fine. What I need to do is actually just clear that. Okay. You're the wrong color. Shoot. Not good. Okay, you need to go up there. You need to get in there. Thank you. That'll do. Go there. Have to get you on that side. Come on, over you go. Get over it. In the hole. There we go. Holy moly, these are dropping like they're made of freaking lead. Okay, I did something cool there, I think. Clear that. I am just gritting my teeth at this point in time and somehow surviving. Let's put you down there, you down there. Okay. And boom. Problem is I've now built up things in the wrong spot. I can't move it and I can't swap again. Shoot. That's bad. Actually, you have to go there so that I can do that and then I can clear that. Oh, I can't even move it to the side. It's impossible. I just have to not die, I think. Yeah, I can't move it to the side. It was stuck. Come on, to the left. Just a little. A little more. You're really? Okay. Sure. That's gonna happen. Far out. Okay. Okay, this is good. That's bad, but that's good. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna need a blue one down that side if I can. I was hoping to get that up higher. That's fine. We'll swap that for that. You go down that edge. Sure. We'll take that. Why are you actually blue? That's weird. Okay. That wasn't a double? That's a double. Oh, cool. Another big bomb thing. Uh-huh. That's impossible. Sure. That would get a... Oh! This is maybe doable. Nope, that fell on the wrong side. Come on. Is there a position here? Not quite. Nearly. Nearly. I can't read what that says. Something about bonus points, I think. Okay, yep, sure. And then we'll try and get this long down in there. I'll take a triple. Yep, sure. That works. Square down there. That wouldn't let me swap, but that's fine. Where? No! That was all kinds of wrong. Oh, shoot. Okay. What am I going to put down there? You're going down there. That's what's happening. Followed by you. You need to go there. Swap you out. Pop you there. That makes space for that. Oh, oh no! Oh, that is so bad. Oh no! Come on. You're the wrong shape for that. Why did you do... Okay. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Come on, get over there. Okay, you go there. Swap you out, put you in. I'm amazed that this is still going. Okay, we got the double. It's this stupid thing again that I can't do anything with. Oh, hang on. Yes. Okay, now I just need to clear that. We did it! Holy moly, we cleared a bomb at this speed. That's actually nuts. Okay, we've got the line coming in. We'll put you there. Orange one goes over the side. Swap the red one back out again. You go down there. I need a green to go down that side. Blue, orange. Ooh, we're gonna do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. You, come on, down the edge, please. Thank you. Perfect. We made some headway on that. I'm cool with it. Okay, we need to get another double somehow. That ain't gonna do it. That still ain't gonna do it. Oh, that's just buggered it. Alright, that's fine. It wasn't gonna happen anyway. Damn it, wrong shape. That could have happened, but I fucked it. Sorry, pardon the language. I'm a little bit stressed right now. Come on. No! Don't do, you absolute jerk of a game. Okay, sure. This is all going downhill so swiftly. Yeah, you're there, you're there. You're sure you can go there. I'll put... Yeah, really? You couldn't get over it? Sure. We'll make that work. And we'll chuck him down that side. Then there. No! That was not what I needed. Okay, we'll do that followed by that. Chuck you in there. Okay. We're still here! We are still alive. I don't know if I'm going to get a double over this. I can at least get some singles. Single tetrominos in your area. Little did you know. Oh, so you stop giving me the stupid bombs. I cannot do the bombs properly. Okay. Whoa! I don't even know what happened there. These pieces are... Oh, hang on. There it is. There's the bomb. Come on. Yes! We did it! Holy cow. No, you're the wrong piece to go there. You can go there instead. You go... No! Okay. Oh, good lord. Okay. Can't get across. You're a terrible choice, but we've committed. Okay. You're not going to work where I want you to go. You're going to have to go there. You're going to have to go there. Okay. We will take that. And we are going to roll with it. Nice. Okay. I am somehow not dead yet. You're the frick wrong. That was all kinds of wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. That gives us a little bit of breathing room. Oh, shoot. No, we're going down. And not in the right way. Okay. Just little lines at a time. You're the wrong piece. Shoot. Ah. Okay. We're good. Just go for the singles. Just go for the singles. Come on. Right? Yep. Sure. That's unfortunate. Okay. What? I literally cannot move. There we go. I couldn't move the pieces to the left. Trying to get a double in this is just ridiculous. And I think the problem here is that this gameplay actually throws you off your groove. So as soon as you come back to this, it's panic time. Come on, I need you to get... Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going to stop. That's fine. I'm out. It's been a good run. Thank you. Good fun. 240 lines. Level 25. Holy goddamn. I did breathe. I don't think you understand. I've not played Tetris in like 10 years. That was an entire 30 minutes of Tetris. That was nuts. And that was the warm-up round. God damn. I saw a couple of people asking, the new kitty is Stella. Panda still exists. She's out in the other room. The two of them aren't 100% getting along yet, so we're just keeping them separated for now. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, that was fun. That was fun. We have beaten the game. We got a score over 1 million. I will take that. Go ahead and mark off beat the game. Let's go ahead and put in... That looks like a 6, but it's not. Actually, you know what? We're going to put this as La for Larry. We'll do L-R-Y, short for Larry. There we go. L-R-Y. We'll go down. Yeah, there we go. Larry is on board. Yes, I have 2 cats now. We have Panda and we have Stella, our new kitten. Whew. Absolutely smashed it. How the hell do you get to level 16 with only 1,000 points? That's impossible. Give me some online leaderboards. Come on. Okay, also, yeah, she is completely splayed out there. She's having a great time. Perfect. Yes, she is very soft, very cuddly. Whew. Okay, I'm a little bit sad that there isn't an online leaderboard because I would have loved to see how I actually stacked up for that one. What I will say is that it's a classic Tetris experience. You can't really ask for too much more than that. Actually, it's not classic Tetris. It's a modern Tetris experience with a few classic throwbacks. I like the what am I looking for here? I like the variation that the little mini games throw in because it shakes up the formula for just long enough. But I would say they probably come a little too frequently to maintain it as a fun mechanic. It kind of overstays its welcome a little bit. It happens too frequently. We've got the poll up. I don't know why it's not appearing on screen. It should be. I've started the poll. It is running. Why can we not see it? I'm on the wrong one. Does it appear here? Doesn't appear here. Something has broken with the poll. It is live. It is just not appearing on screen. Huh. Don't know why, but get your votes in, please. At least you know you're not going to be swayed by seeing something on screen for this one. Where is it? It's there. It's just not displaying anything. It's not hidden behind anything. Weird. There we go. We got it back. Just had to refresh it. Cool. I will say that this game is way overpriced for what it actually offers. In my mind, they should have put up the documentary and the game as separate entities. I think in this instance, combining them into one doesn't really serve a function. They should have been kept separate, I think. Having the documentary, nice, it's cool. Nice little walk down memory lane, a little bit of history for those that are interested in seeing the development of Tetris and where it's come from. But for those that just want you to jump in and play a fun Tetris game, I think there's better versions out there. This one, it's decent. Yeah, it's way overpriced. This should have been like a $20 game. $15, $20. It's way overpriced. I still had a blast with it. Am I going to play it more than once? Hard to say. I might pick it up and have a game of it with my wife, and then I think that'll be the last time that we play it, because she is nowhere near as good at Tetris as I am. And, yeah, it's probably a bad idea now I think about it. Let's not do that. I think I might end up sleeping on the couch. Cool. The vote has closed, and you have chosen violence. Sorry, kidding. We have chosen, yes, it is time to spin the wheel. So we'll end the poll. We will close out of Tetris. Kartoffeljäger, I'm very sorry, but we did not get time to play together. I hope you're okay with that. May have to be another time. Okay, can I actually quit from here? Yes, I can. Cool. They don't give a menu option for it. You can quit from the game. I don't have to Alt F for it. Yeah, 83% like, yes, give me something new, please. All right, we'll minimize the kitty cam for the moment. Let's jump back. Thank you again, Kartoffeljäger, for suggesting the game. That was enjoyable. I had fun with it. And now I at least have a Tetris game in my Steam library, because up until this point, I didn't. All right, we'll remove it. We'll spin. Let's see what we're playing next. Actually, Kartoffeljäger 3, I do want to know, how did my score stack up to yours? Was I even close to your high score? Someone tell me there's another Tetris on here. There might be. Oh, okay. Hashtag Drive Rally. This one I have heard of, and I think it's another expensive game. This actually came out in the punctuation section well after I passed its position in the Steam store. So this was one of the games that had people asking, are you going to go back and play this? Well, here we go. We're now actually going to take a look at it. Let's see who it was that suggested the game. This was Ustatsch. They've made some interesting suggestions on stream. They've been a very mixed bag. I think it was Ustatsch, possibly, that also recommended the winter sports game that we played. This one is almost $30 off this. My poor wallet. I might have to set like a cap on these. All right. Yeah, this one's hit over 200 reviews now. It would have definitely had less when it was recommended. So I've got no concerns about that. Reminder, please make sure that you reset and get yourself a new bingo card. We've got to start fresh for these ones. We didn't get one last time. But maybe today, maybe this one, maybe not, because we're also not getting the center tile, which always screws things over. Now, it was released after 2020. Has got mostly positive ratings, which is interesting. Hopefully it's actually going to be decent. It is by the same developer and publisher. I don't have that. Oh, man. Unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Someone else might. Have they made anything else? Yes, they also made Ski Jump VR. Huh. Pretty sure I've played the game very similar to that. Less realistic, but it's still similar. Yeah, perfect timing. Streamlabs just dropping in there. It's roughly every 5 to 10 minutes, I think, from memory. It's on a schedule. Okay. No one has purchased or wishlisted this game in my friends list. Let's have a look at the trailer, actually. What are we in for? There's a full release trailer. It's only 45 seconds long. All right, what do we got? We have low poly graphics. No, don't let GeForces guide you. Loving the voice acting though. Okay. I mean, it's a well put together trailer for a visual perspective. All the graphics look slightly washed out, but it looks okay. I don't really get much of a sense of it from that. Grail lose, is that a new one? Yes. Yeah, that's a new one we've added on. That can be me losing it from being mad or losing it because I'm laughing so hard. Alright, so we've got some of the same clips in the second trailer. But this one's like twice as long, so there's got to be more here. I'm also loving those facial expressions. Squint, turn the head.
This is what rally is all about.
Okay, so it is rally driving, as the name implies. Love the balaclava. There's a party mode.
Party rolling.
Okay, so it's going to be Mario Kart, but less interesting. I mean, this does look like just some kind of classic racing game, like arcade racing, not racing sim, and I'm cool with that. I don't have many points of reference for these kinds of games. Like, I played some of the old Need for Speed games, but only like one of... No, I shouldn't say plural. It was just one. I played one. Okay. Weird analogy. I have a feeling this is probably a Unity game, just judging by the art style, and I'm guessing there's a lot of pre-bought assets in this. Okay, there is some environmental destruction, which is kind of cool. Car customization. Nice. Looks pretty in-depth as well. Photo mode. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think there's stock assets in here, but yeah, we go. It is Unity. I can see that down the bottom there. Released on a number of platforms. Epic Games, GOG. Interesting. Copyright 2023, despite only releasing in 2025. That's a choice. Yeah, I think it is just a racing rally game, like an arcade racer. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea for sure, but from what I can tell from the footage, it looks like a decent time. Maybe not incredible, but decent. First review, this is a great game. It's fun. It's a good game. Yeah! Cool art style, no skill needed. Full throttle race line, no brakes. Yeah, it's not meant to be a racing sim. It is definitely more of a an arcade racer. Okay. I think this could be alright. What did I miss there? Not a nick. Looks like voxels with it. It looks like there is some destruction physics in here, yeah. Alright, but we did have a trailer that is less than 1 minute, so we can at least allow for that. Do we have unique in the description? No, that's in a review, doesn't count. And it's finding another one in another review somewhere. So no, it's not in the description, it's only in the reviews. Although if the reviews are saying something's unique, that's kind of interesting. Maybe there is something here under the hood that we're just not aware of. Have we had any updates? Solakisson, how you doing, mate? And also Gamelblock. There's a name that I don't recognize. How are you doing hanging out in the chat? Is this your first time joining in for a live stream? Or is this your first time chatting even? Sorry for putting you on the spot, but we do have a bingo tile for a new person in the stream. Oh, we're going for a wander. Okay. See you, kitty. Time for another snack. Also, like kissing you here earlier. Sorry, I missed you earlier. I had to go. No worries. Real life has to fit around the live streams. That's how it works. All right, let's get this purchased. Hey, what have I done? Back. There we go. I don't think there's anything else on here. Actually, oh, hang on. We have achievements. We don't have any trading cards. Okay, unfortunate. BK Lucky, you're new here. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for checking it out. Hello indeed. And Gamelblock is new as well. Fantastic. No, it doesn't have unique in the description. We missed out on that one. So I've actually got, I think, nothing on here so far. We had unique in the review, not in the description. It doesn't have a demo. Hasn't been updated. At least I don't think it has. No, we checked. It hasn't been updated. I don't think it's a solo dev from what I saw. I can't mic off any of this yet. I'm having a terrible day. All right, fine. Well, I'm going to get this game purchased. You guys are going to go over to the holding screen. Have a crack at the Wordle, because then at least maybe you'll get something onto your bingo tiles. I'll get this purchased and downloading, and then we will check it out and see if there is anything that we can get out of this game. Maybe the word fun will show up here somewhere. Kind of hard to figure out. Do any of us have anything? Someone might have trailer less than a minute. Not sure you're going to have too much more than that. Alright, let's get this installing. We'll check the file size. Maybe there'll be something there. It is, 900 megabyte file size for the download, but we'll check what it is once it's finished, because the actual file size might be larger. Yeah, I think we'll give stock assets. There's enough stuff in there that I feel like I have seen in other games. It's at least got that same low poly art style that I have definitely seen in the Unity asset store. It's possible that they've used them for things like the driver models. So I think it's pretty safe to be able to give stock assets. All right, it's downloaded. What is the file size? Come on. The final file size, 2.6 gigabytes. It is larger than a gig. Nailed it. Drive is an appropriate guess. All right, I finally got one. File greater than 1 gigabyte. Go me. There we go. All right. Oh, there we go. A live chicken. I just saw your friend request. I'll accept that. There we go. Level 52. Holy cow. I still find it funny that my Steam level is nowhere near that high. Oh, level 29. Well, there we go. Stella's back. She's finished snacking. It can only be funny in French. Nothing wrong with that. We'll have some jokes here. Not a Nick. No trading cards. I'll double check. I don't think there was any DLC. No, no DLC. No demo either. Oh, sorry. No, wait. Those are events and announcements. Were there updates? Oh, I apologize. There are updates. It has been updated. In fact, it was just updated in May with a patch. So there have indeed been updates. Yeah, cool. I've got that one as well. Perfect. Yeah, same developer publisher. Less than 1 minute trailer. Game has been updated. Files greater than 1 gigabyte. Let's see if we can figure out if this is a Souls-like or not. Rally, Drive, Erupt. You guys having a hard time with this one. Know that there's an E there somewhere. You got to just do another guess to get some more letters in there. You haven't got enough information to be able to make any educated guess. We're waiting on you. We're not jumping into the game until you at least finish this Wordle, whether you win or lose. We've got to finish the Wordle before we move along. Raven, can we count it if you roll? We already dodge rolls make it sound like, well, criteria for a Souls-like is it needs to have some form of combat. You need to have a stamina bar. And yeah, dodge rolling I'd say is pretty important to it. Yeah, it can be in any of the middle slots, but not the ends. Using was a good guess. You got some information. Starting with you is interesting. Yeah, not a Nick. This is our newest addition to the Grail family. This is Stella. She is a 4-month-old kitten. She is currently... Oh, big yawn. She is currently hanging out in this room while Panda is out in the living room, giving them a little bit of space. Yotam, hello. Have I played Crypt Custodian? No, I have not. Not yet. I have seen it. Art style looks absolutely lovely. Except if I remember correctly, that's the one you play as like a little black kitty. Similar to Stella, actually, now I think about it. Oh, it was unwed. So close. So close. You guys were like 1 letter off. That was a pretty solid guess. Just so you can see, this is where I'm at with my bingo card at the moment. Crypt Custodian, I have not played. Now the Crab's Treasure doesn't have stamina. Really? I thought it had similar to it. Who says unwed? Someone who has not been married yet. Yeah, Cat in the Land of Dead Animals. That one caught my eye and I do want to check it out. The problem is that I just simply don't have time to check out as many games as I want to. So this, like, honestly, these streams are the opportunity for me to play games more than anything else. Yeah, Another Crab's Treasure is definitely a Souls-like. So yeah, maybe a stamina bar is not a requirement. It's more about the feel. It's the vibes, you know? All right, let's pause the music there. Let's jump into another game and we're going to check it out. No, divorced and unwed are separate things. Divorced is someone who was married and no longer is. Unwed could be someone who just simply isn't married yet. You're like, oh yes, my eldest son is unwed. He's an eligible bachelor. So, it works. All right, let's have a look at #DriveRally. I sometimes like to use I unwed, but I don't use it a lot. Just walk up to someone and be like, hi, I unwed. Whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that as a splash screen. Welcome driver is not #driver, so it's not a title drop. Oh, there it is. Thank you for just joining in hashtag Drive Rally. Okay, title drop. We got it. We're excited to have you on board as we continue improving the experience based on your feedback. Playing without an internet connection may result in losing progress. That kind of sucks that it's an always online game. That's always a bit rough. So I'm going to finish my tea here. Currently being corrected by professional translators. For any issues, share them with us. Okay, that's nice that they're doing that as some extra, language options. Okay, continue. Right, do we have controller support? We do. Okay, there are no sound effects for moving through the menu. That's good to know. Okay, Stella has decided that she's a little camera shy. She's over there, just hanging out. Okay. Just hiding in the back. Yeah, always online kind of sucks. I do appreciate it has actually pulled through my username straight away. That's nice. We've got medium, sensitivity, gamepad steering type. I have no idea what any of this means. But we're going to go with whatever smooth ramp is. You can change the level of vibrations. That's cool. Camera, transmission, ghost, co-driver is emotional. Just in the chair next to you, sobbing, like, I'm gonna die. Slow down, please. No, God, no. Oh God, no. I'm too young. Oh, incredible. Yeah, this will probably be the last game that we play for today. Co-timer. You can have the co-driver just always give their instructions late. We'll leave subtitles on cinematic mode. That's cool. Okay, that's all gameplay stuff. Display! It detected the correct resolution! Holy cow, we got one! Incredible. She really is camera shy. She just jumped away again. Time to hide. Okay, down there, sharpening her claws. She's fine. We have windowed, full screen, and exclusive. Whatever that means. I've never heard of an exclusive thing before. But we do have full screen window, which is technically borderless window. So yeah, we'll allow that. I guess exclusive is just full screen, full screen. Okay, we'll leave it in this. Mediate, you go to bed, then watch this part back later. Have a good night, Mediate. Thank you for hanging out today. Hope you sleep well and enjoy the rest of this later. Exclusive, I think, is just full screen. Full screen window, I think, is borderless. So yeah, we've got borderless. That's fine. We'll allow it. Oh, hang on. Quality. Not a lot going on there, but that's fine. It's enough. Audio. We have separate volume sliders. Now, here's a problem. Oh, there we go. That works. Okay. Controls. Keyboard. X input gamepad. Can we? No, we can customize keybinds. So we have controller support and we have customizable controls, but we don't have correct glyphs. No luck on that one. Yeah, is rebindable. Full screen exclusive means the game renders directly to the screen. Without it, all frames are sent to the DWM first, which eventually sends the frames to the screen. I have no idea what this means, but thank you for the explanation. Did it default to windowed mode? I believe it defaulted to full screen window. So technically no. So, well, yeah, I'll give it. It's got window in the name. Sure, why not? Let's give it. And then just claim the code. Cool. There's a mobile game. Please go ahead and mic off mobile game. Feel free to use this code if you want to, because I'm not going to use it. But yep, there's a hashtag Drive Mobile game. Enjoy. Stella is playing with chords. This is bad. Stella, stop. Ah. Chords are not there to be eaten. Look at her. This is the face of guilt. Oh. little mess. She's had a nap, so she's going to be hyper again for the next half hour. Yeah, we actually got the mobile game one. So it's a valid tile. We're going to leave it on there. All right, there we go. Last of the caffeine that I'm going to get today. Yeah, no guilt, only cute. All right, we do have multiplayer because it's a party mode. We better mark that one off as well. Anything else that I need to check before we actually dive in? Yes, we had a 45-second trailer. We count that. Absolutely. That counts as trailer less than a minute. Is that Discord on the side there says 16,556. Is that how many people they have in their Discord? Because if so, that's actually insane. Okay, look, Stella, I love you, but you can't play with the cord that connects the controller to the PC. That is not going to end well. Cool. All right, play with that toy. You're good. I'll play with you later. I promise. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see any credits, at least not here. All of the socials are linked down the bottom, though, if you're interested in that. Ooh, Squaretron, you think you've got bingo? Okay, drop it over in the Discord. We'll take a look and verify it before we get into the gameplay. I know she can absolutely do whatever she wants. She's a kitten. She will do whatever she wants, whatever I say. But I would rather she didn't electrocute herself. Oh, 16,000 members for the whole Drive series. Interesting. Okay, so there's more than we thought. All right, let's have a look. Have we got bingo? I'll bring this over and we can verify. Here we go. So we had... Ooh, we've marked off soundtrack is a banger. Title drop, yes. Defaults to window mode, yes. Trailer less than 1 minute, yes. Rewindable controls, yes. I don't know if the soundtrack is a banger yet. So far, this music is kind of generic. So I'm going to ask you to take that one off until we verify that the soundtrack is indeed a banger. It might be, but so far this music is just kind of eh. But we'll come back to it. You are very close to a bingo, but I'm not going to give it just yet. Sorry. I'm going to be a downer about it. All right, anything else I need to check before we dive into the game? I think we're pretty good. The suspense. I mean, look, we might get like into the first race and be like, yep, the music's a banger, and then instant bingo. Sometimes all it takes. Not a Nick. Take care, mate. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, let's dive in. Welcome to the Championships driver. No hashtag driver. First, let's pick your first championship. Every championship is set in a different country with unique terrain and driving conditions. Each one provides a different racing team, a new co-pilot, rally stages, and unique rewards. Cool. I'm down for that. We'll start the timer now. Here we go. So, it doesn't tell me where they are. Okay, Holzberg. Co-pilot Hans. Do we want Hans? Emma, Jack. Look at it rustle in the breeze there. Yeah, low poly art style. These are definitely assets from somewhere else. Okay, so a couple of different countries. Team car is Sandstorm by Darude. And then I'll just have typical Texas cowboy. Perfect. Alright, we'll start at the start. There's a few championships, which is nice. Means there's a bit of variety for the actual races. Let's give it a go. Logbook. Logbook is your essential guide through the championships, records every detail of your rally stages, ensuring no aspect of the journey is missed, tracks your progress, results, rewards, helping you navigate each rally stage to complete the top spot. As you complete each stage, the corresponding... Okay, you can stop gesturing, mate. Yep, I've seen it. Thank you. Yep. How many drugs did you do today, mate? All of them? Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Keyring holds keys to your current car, highlights the current stage, helps keep track of where you are and what you're driving. Every stage gives reward coupons, money, new cars, better car classes, custom parts, and liveries. We're also given regardless of the outcome, with each stage providing a specific one. Garage collection will continue to grow, enhancing the capabilities and expanding your options for future rallies. Okay, nice. A bit of progression. After each stage, take a moment to check the local leaderboard to see how you stack up against other drivers. At the rally's end, the final leaderboard will sum up your total performance, ranking you based on overall timing. Consistency is key to topping the charts. Got it. Thank you, mate. He's having a strong. Okay, I can't move anything on this page. I can turn pages. Ooh, look at that animation. Whoa, whoa, so smooth. There's so many pages. Okay, we're gonna go all the way back. Cool. Alright, so we are gonna be in a track. It's gonna be 2.34 kilometers long. If Stella hops back up, we will change the camera back over. But until then, we will leave it as is. He's apparently examining a litter tray very intently, which is not a good sign. Okay, there we go. Oh, yes. Yeah, that looks totally like my controller. Yeah, perfect. Why do people just not anticipate that they will use controllers other than an Xbox controller? But also, why is the D-pad misaligned? Like, it's not straight. Maybe it's an artistic representation? But that looks god-awful to play. Alright, yeah, right trigger to accelerate, left trigger to brake, steer. Yeah, controls are pretty basic. Visuals look okay. It has got a bit of a weird filter over things, but it looks relatively clear. Okay, we are a little slippery on the controls. But that's fine. I wonder how closely you actually have to stay on the track. Oh, and those brakes hit hard as well. Okay, yeah, you can do some fun stuff like that. I'm always going to miss things like the typical Mario Kart power slides because those are just great. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, it is a little slidey, but we're on dirt road, so I guess that makes some amount of sense. I just have to get the feel for how the braking actually works here. I think the handbrake is a hold to use. Yep. Yeah, it is. Alright, that's cool. Does work. I don't need to turn around. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Now, the secret here is that I am not very good at driving games. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. We'll just cut the corner. I'm a little bit disappointed by the lack of emotion in this guy's voice. Whoa! We're fine. It's all good. That was 100% intentional. That is actually a speed running technique. That is the fastest way to take that corner. Ooh, looks like cars maybe can get damaged. Maybe. All right. Perfect. Nailed that turn. Oh, this is going very well. Also, where is the music? Come on. Where are the jams to get us like pumped up and excited about this? Okay, cool. Nailed it. Photo finish. Oh, I thought that was a ranking. I was like, cool, I came 2,000th out of 2,000 people. Go me. But no, I was 12th probably out of 12. Yep. Oh, not too. I was only 0.3 seconds behind the next person, so it's not too bad. But 20 seconds behind the leader is kind of bad. And someone, yep, of course, there's cheats in this game. This is the global high scores. Someone beat this in 1.4 seconds. Yeah, sure. Gil, no, out of there. Stop trying to chew through the cables. They're actually not a toy. Oh my god, she's come back there again. Stop. I was worried about this. Hi. Hello. Oh. We have the zoomies. I think she's going faster than the cars are in this game. Hey? You got all your zoomies, huh? Yes. Yes, you gotta run. You have to run. Run so fast. Hmm? Oh, and instantly purring. Doesn't look like that's coming through on that. Hang on. I'm gonna try something here. I might regret this. Let me just... Sorry, this might be very loud. It looks like that's coming through on the mic. We're now an ASMR stream. Going from this side. Hey. You a crazy little menace. Yeah. Absolutely. All of the bears. Ow, stop. Ow. Don't bite my finger. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that's got that fixed there. No, you're absolutely right. Sorry, I was reading the wrong section. I was looking at the gap column instead of the time column. That's on me. Struggle to read at the best of times, apparently. But yes, the time 1 minute 23. Yeah, that seems legit. 44 seconds. Like, I did very poorly there. So yeah, maybe that's possible. All right, where does this put me now? I get a new car part. Not sure what it was. It's probably something at the front of the car, given that's what it's showing me. But I don't know what I already had, so I don't know what it's given me. But I got a thing. Okay, we passed. Good stuff. We got rewarded with a car part. Oh, no, we're going again. All right, sure. I didn't push the button I thought I pushed, but that's fine. Let's go. Show the power. Okay, we have some actual road to drive on. Traction does change, so that's cool. Does feel more solid. The view distance in this game really sucks. Like, I am seeing pop in as we go, and it really shouldn't be for a game that is this simplistic. Like, the trees in the background are switching from low res to high res models as I get closer. Might be able to see it on stream, but it's definitely noticeable here. At least I think I suppose it might just be the shadows, but that's disappointing. Okay, right, hairpin, got it. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but that works. Slow down a bit too much. I looked away at the wrong moment there. Oh my god. I need to figure out how to do these handbrake turns properly. Nearly. Literally just going up a mountain as fast as we can. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, so the cars can't brake, as far as I can tell. Yeah, everything's very washed out in terms of the graphics. I don't quite know whether I went for that style. I guess maybe it makes some of the dust and stuff look a little bit better. Nope, not that way. I was following the road. Why on earth would I do that? This is a rally game, not a city driving game. Okay. Well, I'm not doing terribly. Not doing brilliantly either. Come on, up the hill. Enjoying this track more than the last one. And nailed it. Yeah, the voiceovers really are lacking. Are you? Oh my god, get out of the bin! Okay. Okay. Yeah, that counts. That counts for Grail losing it. I wasn't expecting to see that today. Oh, this is such a fun stream. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. This is excellent. Whew, okay. All right, we got. Oh, look, we've got a back of the car now. You know, at this rate, we might have an entire car. We've got a front of the car. We've got a back of the car. Now we just need some sides, bottom, a roof, interior. We're just building our car piece by piece. All right. So this, I'm very confused by this menu because here I can move the cursor around. I'm guessing I press Y to like look at certain things. So that was track 1. That was track 2 of 3. Okay. There's some fun little quotes on the side saying, you know, we're not racing, we're dancing with chaos, or look, ma, no fear or sense. We got a reward, okay, which just shows us this little animation again for whatever it was that we got. Shows it was achieved. Shows the leaderboard. I'm actually at the top of that leaderboard. Go me. So I got last place in the first one, first place in the second one. That's quite an achievement. I'll tell you that. I mean, I was 7 seconds ahead. But I can press Y to drive, or I can press A to drive. Dear Lord. Okay, she has the zoomies. There's probably going to be something else like that happens in a moment. Let's do another race. Because I think this is 3 of 3 for this rally area, and we'll see what we get to after that. Maybe it'll be a new area, a new, like, environment. Surge with the rush of the Autobahn! Left 3. I wonder if the people who did the voiceovers actually know what like a rally car driver instructions are meant to sound like. Oh, we could actually die here. This is gonna be great. I think after this one, I want to do another attempt and then just drive well off-road and see what happens. Like, we've got to try and break the game, right? Like, how much of an open world is this? Ooh, train... Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Train crossing? Can we get hit by the train? Ah! Okay, that was a claw in my back. I'm obviously not paying her enough attention. Ah! Well, that's a good way to do hard mode in these games. Cool. Sorry, I am a little distracted. Okay. That wasn't right, that was left. Your instructions are terrible. Come on. 17 seconds ahead, we are flying. Absolutely nailed it. Dominated! Are you trying to do a Schwarzenegger accent? Is that something? Yeah. 17 seconds ahead. Absolutely nailed it. Whew. Okay. I want to do that again and see if it's possible to get hit by the train. Because that sounds like a thing we need to test. Wait, hang on. What am I looking at here? Oh, there we go. That's stage winner. Where's the actual race? Can I not do the race again? Because that's then going across to... Oh, that's final standings, first place. Cool. What is... Just a little picture of a town. We didn't even see that town. Yeah, can I do the race again? I can just see the leaderboards. Really? I can't go back and do that again. I can only move the cursor between the reward and the leaderboards. Those are my only choices. And if I press drive, I think it's going to take me to the next track that I've not done yet. Maybe I have to go back out. Maybe it's quick race. There is a free roam mode as well. Let's just use... I have to buy a car to do quick race. Okay. And all of these look almost exactly the same. They just cost more. I can't even tell how many cars there are here. That's 20,000. Okay, there's 3 options. 5,000, 20,000, 50,000. Well, we can buy the 20,000 one. Less mass, more horsepower, 4-wheel drive. Sure. It's a doggo car class. Sure. All right. Can I do track 3? So this must be the one that I just did, I think. Let's give it a shot and find out. Apparently this is in Germany. Yeah, how do you make a game with... I agree, Squaretron. I'm very sorry that I wasn't able to give you the bingo for that. Okay, I don't think this is the same one as last time. I don't remember going through... Also, this car is way more powerful. Okay. Ah, it just teleports you back and gives you a time penalty. That sucks. Yeah, this car has a lot more oomph in it than the previous one. Oh, look, there's a little church there. Hang on. I just want to have a little look. Oh, yeah, perfect. It's not actually... It's not even attached to the ground. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Love the attention to detail that they've put into it. I too go to a floating church. Turn! Okay, so what I'm figuring out is that braking is overrated. Just turn tightly. Like this. No brakes. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. We are going full speed. We're going to use that to slow us down. That's what trees are for. That's nature's brakes. Okay. Perfect. Look at that clean line. Alright, there's the finish. And we're only going to be like 5 minutes behind the competition. Yeah, that's about right. That sums up how I feel about the game. It completely missed the goal. Cool, so you can do that to earn extra money. I wish that the tracks were displayed in the same order as they are in the Grand Prix mode. Because now I've got no idea which one. I think it might have been this one that had the... Yeah, it says drives 1. So I've done this one before. Did this one have the train in it? Gotta find out. Okay. Alright. I just want to see if I can be hit by a train. Is that so much to ask? That's going to be the most important thing to figure out. Okay, I think this is actually the right one. Maybe. Ooh, okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Yes, there it is. Train. Train. No? No train? Ah. You guys hyped me up so much with the train. I was so hopeful. I'm just gonna park here for a minute. Because last time, like, the things were down and it was dinging. Like, maybe to come back? It drives me crazy. Yeah, you could say that, Mama. You absolutely could. Favorite track is Rainbow. I like track 2. Yeah, it's just... It's really lacking in personality, which is a shame, because I think that personality is what's going to make or break these kind of games. Now, there are some nice little details here, like, you know, when I turn left and right, you know, the wheels move, but also you can see the steering wheel on the inside flicks back and forward. I like the fact that he actually, like, flicks up and checks his little notebook from time to time, as though he's double checking instructions. I'm surprised he's not, like, punching me on the side, being like, what are you doing? Why are you still here? I was trying to wait and see if, like, this actually was on a timer or something and would come back around, but looks like maybe not the case. And if I go too far off raid, yeah, it just puts you back. Alright, well, I don't care so much about that. Let's get back to the main menu. let's go back to the championships and see what we've got in the second region. Oh, no, it's still in the same little forest, but now there's a river. Okay, sure. Well, let's change this then. This looks like it'll be something different. Northern Lights? We're in Canada now? Okay, we've got snow. So is it the same map, but different time of year? Hard to tell. Quite possibly, given how it looks.
This is gonna be like super fun. Can't wait to hit the gas.
Wow, okay. I hate you already.
Right, 3.
That didn't take long.
Left 2.
What? Okay, controls are a little slipperier on the ice, which is what you'd expect, so that's a good start. Like, the grip feels different.
Left 1. Whoops, that was a bump.
Oh, really? I didn't notice. There we
Left
go.
3. Left square.
Yeah, the
Like,
pop-in
not super
is
fast, but not super slow either.
pretty atrocious.
Left square.
Gameplay-wise, it handles okay. Okay, you could definitely just cut corners on a few of these spots, because you don't get penalized for hitting things.
Right square.
So they're not going for realism, but they're not kind of going all in, ow, on the...
You're a bit out of bounds. That's a useful route, eh?
actually stuck. They're not going all in on the arcade side, they're not going all in on the realism side. It's kind of straddling a middle ground where it just has no personality. And you kind of have to question, like, why would you play this as opposed to something better that's already out there? I mean, maybe it's not, like, a bad starting point for someone that's new to racing games. But I'm still not seeing what it has to offer compared to everything else that's out there already.
Not amazing, just nicely in between.
There we go. Okay, she's having a nap over on the side there. Perfect. Get her just in the corner. Gibbous Wearing Man, hello, how are you? I've seen you dropping comments on a few different videos. Caught a stream, can't wait for me to play 1000 Amps. It'll be the first Steam sequence game that you've played yourself. Is pretty good. I have played through it. I've written the review for it. It's going to be in the, not next video, because the next video is going to be a recap for 100 level dungeon and the outcome from the competition. The video after that will include 1000 Amps. Don't want to spoil anything yet, but it's going to include a few other games as well. It's going to be one of the compilation style videos, which should be good fun. All right, let's try another area and see if we get anything a bit different. Okay, this does look different. We finally have a different environment. Okay. Oh, Gibbous, you were there for the Red Tether stream? I think that was the first one that I did. That was ages ago. And good fun as well. Okay, there is just a giant Buddha statue in the background. That is definitely a stock asset from somewhere. Oh man. I am confused and disappointed. Like, the tracks themselves are reasonably well designed. It's kind of fun, but this feels like they're just doubling down on stereotypes. Like, listen to that voice. Alright, sure. But also, why are there palm trees with coconuts here? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. At least where I'm picturing in my head that this game is set. Cool. Got it. I'm kind of impressed by the fact that, like, I'm not great at driving games, but I'm still managing to get decent times with this, so... Oh. Yep, I got that, thank you. If I finish this quickly enough, we'd be able to check out one other area and just get a feel for what's going on. Come on. Yeah, the big question I've still got is just, what does this game have to offer? It's not bad. It's just not really doing anything particularly interesting. And then it's just got weird, subtle racist stereotypes. You have to question why they made that as a decision. It's kind of odd. Sure, let's go to Mexico. Let's see how bad this can be. Who knows what the opening line's going to be. Oh my god, look at this car though. What am I driving?
This race is a song.
And I am already off course, so I am out of tune. Wow! Look at these environments. Do you think they could have played into stereotypes any harder? Also, this car is impossible to control. It's sliding even on the road. I feel like I am on skates. I don't know if you can see that in the visuals, but whoa. So, yeah, this is tarmac, like proper road, and I'm still able to sway so much.
Right 3 into left square.
Yeah, it is a racing game, sure, but even racing games need to have something to make them stand out a little. Oh, yeah, okay. Hitting the brakes even for a fraction of a second just stops all momentum dead.
Left square.
You are better to just drift around like that. Okay, I wasn't holding left there, but sure. That did not actually go in the direction it should have.
Left 3.
Maybe it's a me issue. Could very well be a me issue. 17 seconds, man. I take it back. I said before that I was like still doing decently. Yeah, no. I regret everything that I said.
Right 3, left 3.
Nope, that's a straight line. Still a straight line.
Break fast, fierce, and full of life.
Okay, the car is actually drifting to the right.
Just a whisper.
But I found a shortcut.
All right, amigo. We got our pace.
Alright, 9th. I caught up a little bit from where I was. Could have been worse. Yeah, I just... This game's just... It's just... It's missing soul. And I think, Mamamoo, you're kind of right there. Like, you love boxes that are so full of charms and personality. That is what this feels like. It feels like this game was constructed as a box-ticking exercise. They just went, what are the core things that a driving game should have? What should it look like? And I would say, from an artistic standpoint, like, the user interface and some of the general design aspects are pretty solid. Like, it doesn't look bad. It looks basic. But there's nothing that's really drawing me in. Yeah, the calls aren't even accurate. I don't think so, no. Those last calls were just like, left, right, left. And I'm like, it's a straight line. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's very mid. It is very, very mid. That is disappointing. I was hoping for more than that, given the positive reviews, but that would definitely be a not recommended from me. It's competent. But competent is not the same as good. But we still have to hold a vote. And this is going to be for deciding what we do at the start of the next live stream. So vote yes to start the next live stream with a... Ooh, come on, do the thing. No, we're not working. I got ahead of myself. I'm going to say yes if you want to start with a wheel spin next time. Or no if you want to start with something fresh. There we go. It is working. It is again not appearing on screen, and I don't know why. Let me see if I can refresh it. Come on. There we go. Why is that? Okay, no, that's just the demonstrative one. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Phew, we're working. Yeah, grab some assets, build a game, music's too hard, character writing's hard. Yeah, look, I was thinking about it as I was playing, I was like, oh no, you could just put in like some kind of story mode like they do with the Need for Speed games. Actually, no, I don't think that's the target audience for this. I don't think that a story is required or would I don't think the game would benefit from having a story. Not for this kind of game. It's more arcadey. But the racing doesn't have the right oomph. There's no tutorial to it to help you learn how to do some of the tighter turns and techniques. So it's targeting an audience that already knows the basics of rally driving games, but then not offering the depth that they might be expecting. Now, there is a free roam mode, which sounds like it could be kind of fun, but actually, I'll take a quick peek while we've got 30 seconds left. If there's nothing in there to actually explore and find, you have to wonder what the point is. Oh, there are collectibles. Okay. Let's give this a quick look. So apparently there are collectibles on the map somewhere. Where is a great question. And I have to question why the icon for the car in the map, which you guys can't see, so hang on a second. Let me just move the pet cam. Pull that down a little bit so you can see it. Jump back. Why is the icon for the car either a cheese or a pizza slice that looks like it was drawn in Microsoft Paint? Like, the rest of the map looks fine, and you can see like a fog of war so that you can see where you've explored, but what is that? That doesn't fit the aesthetic of anything else in the game. Yeah, that's green fog of war in a racing game. It absolutely is. I think... Hang on. I know we've gone overtime, and I know that we voted for, I'm pretty sure, no for more of this. I'm going back in this direction. We're going to power through some of this. Because I'm pretty sure... Ow. Drove straight into that one. I'm pretty sure that back in this direction is where the train was. And I want to find the train and see if maybe in free roam we can get hit by it. If we can get hit by the train, this game will get a positive review on Steam. But only for that reason. I know it was somewhere down in the bottom right corner. Okay. That's fine, they don't care. Man, that is a very poorly designed road. I'd hate to actually live here. Okay. Possibly somewhere this way? So we might be able to go back and look at the previous footage and tell me where the train was, because this game has like 0 recognizable landmarks for the most part. Oh look, there's a castle? Since when was there a castle in this game? Why didn't you... You gotta let me drive around the castle. That'd be so much more fun than whatever this is. Look. The freaking castle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Wow. You just jumped a giant castle asset onto the map and put 0 collision on it. Oh look, a collectible. Whatever that little squiggle is an R. Cool. Cool. Does this have collision? No. The trees have collision. Pretty sure? Yep. Also, hang on a second. Why does reversing sound like that? That's so bad. Those little mushrooms there? Yeah, they definitely had pop in when I first approached them. That is shocking. So you could come around this corner and just... Whoops! Oh, that one's got collision. What in the actual hell? We're gonna get a real good look at the castle. Okay, hang on. Let me just back up around this way. Can't get a great look, but that gives you a bit to work with. Yeah, you can see a bit of the castle there. Looks pretty basic. Cool. All right. Well, look, I'm glad that they put an asset in the game. I'm disappointed that they couldn't even be bothered to put collision on it. Like, come on. Get creative and have a rally racing game that gets us to drive around inside the actual castle. That would be kind of cool. Guardrails have collision. Alright, I want to go over this way. What about this? Oh, that's the most solid wooden fence I've ever come across. Alright, we're heading back this way because I think the train... I think it might be the next right. Oh, look! Oh, yeah. Yeah. These are stock assets for sure. These were in that 100 Hidden Dog games that I played. That is definitely a stock asset. There's no way that they went and created a pit bull in a rally racing game. That would be pre-bought for sure. I also don't know why there is a triangle on the map that is already cut out. Like, it's just there. There is a small triangle on the map towards the top left corner that's like, oh, this is revealed. I recognize none of this. I don't know where the train is. Very, very disappointed. Cuckoo clocks are not precise, mate. Alright, there's only one thing left to do. And that's to see if we can find the void. So, we're going to go and see if we can go towards one of the edges of the map. And see what happens. Alright, that's fine. I wanted to do that anyway. We're going this way. Okay, yeah, we can go this way. Ow. Did he just swear at me? Okay. Is there an edge to the map? What do you reckon, guys? Do we get invisible walls? I think we might. This looks good. Ah! We can see the void, though. It is right there. They didn't bother doing anything else. Alright, okay. There's something down here, though. Alright, does this game have swimming? That's the key question here. No. That is a solid no. Alright, hang on. Okay, they've got some nice little sound effects for the river, like it sounds sweet. And then invisible wall. Ah, that's a good air off that though. I reckon there is probably a way to break out of here somehow. I don't think their invisible walls are going to be 100% perfect, given how dodgy that castle is. But I don't know if we're going to be able to uncover it in the time that we have, because we have basically no time. We are out. Zum Kuckuck means to hell, apparently. Nice. Yep, that's another invisible wall. Okay, there's probably a way to launch yourself, like, up and over it somewhere. Nah, not there. Alright, it was worth a try. But I'm glad we got to see the depths of despair in this game. Because, oh, wow. That's so disappointing. Look, I'm glad they have a free roam mode. Because when you're using, like, one map with multiple routes on it, it's kind of nice to be able to explore and see a little bit. I appreciate that they put some collectibles in there to find. That's kind of cool. But that's it. And it's all stock assets. It's so bad. There's no consistent theming to it. I was saying before, actually, they've done a good art design. I take it back. They've really not. They've done the bare minimum of an art design. That is disappointing. And I've bugged the menu. There we go. We found a bug. Not only did we found the void. I'm going to give all hail the void. That is That is a bug. I don't know why the championships one stayed black for a moment. It didn't have a reason to. I'm done. I'm done. I've had enough of that. Thank you, Ustatsch, for the game suggestion. I hope I don't ever have to play that again. The vote was very clearly a yes for moving on to a new game at the start of the next stream. Let's have a quick look at the bingo card. Do I have anything else I could put on here? It did detect the correct resolution. I'm not going to give soundtracks a banger. There was only one song and it was kind of generic. Didn't have that. It was a mobile game. I didn't do anything cool in it. I did lose it. Had borderless full screen. Oh, hell the void. Is it accidental horror? I don't think so. Soundtrack's not a banger. No tutorial. We did get title drop. Was there? I don't think there was default font. We had controller compatibility. Okay, so I did not get bingo out of that, but we did decently. We actually got a few tiles out of it. Just, yeah, unfortunate. The battery site. The next video is the 100 level dungeon challenge recap. Yes, it will be. Blank, the editor, is currently working on that one. And then the next one after that is going to be a small game compilation. So it'll start with 1000 amps and then probably going to have about 4 or 5 games in the same video. Mostly because what I want to do is try and move through some of the upcoming games to get to some of the big titles a bit faster. Because I know one that a lot of people are excited for is 1000X Resist. And it's about 10 games away, 11 games away at the moment. So I figure if we do 2 to 3 videos with multiple games in them, we should be able to get there a little bit faster rather than having to wait like another 5 months. So we're gonna change gears and see if we can power through. And I think what I'm going to start doing moving forwards is take the approach that if there is a big game that has enough that's worth talking about it, or that enough people are excited about it, that'll get its own separate video. But otherwise, we'll look at compiling a lot of stuff together. Yeah, Gibbous, we've got the 1001 Jigsaw Slog. So yeah, exactly. Like the 100 hidden objects, those are all going to get combined into a single video, single review. And that's going to really push us through a lot of the content, which would be good. All right, I think from there, we're going to wrap up. Oh, where did I go? I'm back. Surprise. I'm going to wrap up today's stream there. Let me pop some music back on, a bit of an outro. I do want to say thank you to everyone that joined in and chatted along. This has been a fun stream. Thank you, Stella, for being absolutely adorable. Yep, you knew I was about to talk about you. Come in for your close-up. Perfect. Good timing. Yes. Here you go. You've been absolute rat bag for this one. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you've had as much fun as I did. Enjoy the rest of your day and how much of your week is left. I will see you again next week for the next stream, and I will let you know when the next bit of content is ready to go. So stay tuned for that one. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time.